Yesterday was interesting for a million different reasons, but off the bat, what was the one thing that stood out to you?
How flaccid NIP was. They didn't really do anything in that Liquid game. I think
It's one way to describe it.
The end of the finishing scoreline doesn't tell you how one-sided that game was. Like, Liquid had a massive lead after both first halves, where NIP was never going to make that comeback. They just saved some face, really, with winning more rounds. So, you know, if someone didn't watch the game, you look at it, okay, they got beat up, but it's not that bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, definitely. T1 is growing a lot. I think like 2 years ago, we didn't really see them as much in the same tournaments as we're playing, like last year as well. This year, they really got some very nice spots to play on Europe as well. So I think they are evolving a lot as a team, and they're still struggling on Europe, such as we are. But they are evolving a lot on NA. They are one of the best teams there. So they are evolving.
They're an actual good team. Like, I actually respect them a lot. Art, Vinny, Jury, and they're actually good players. And I always like being watching them from like since I started playing CS, like when they started to go to majors and stuff. So I just think they're just an awesome team. And I'm really actually proud to be playing against them in a pro league, you know.
I think for both these squads, one of them will probably go 0-5. So one of them gets to avoid that chance today, right? And last time they played back in Season 13 when Skulls was still on Team 1, it was close. So Team 1 have a real chance today to get... I don't even know if we'll call it an upset. It's not an upset. Maybe they should win. Maybe Team 1 are the favorite now because Gary's in that playing.
Yeah, no dust, no vertigo for both of these teams. And we'll see the picks if they decided maybe to switch something up or not. Maybe Team 1 decides to play a different map because Mirage is easy to play even if you're playing with a stand-in. They decide against it. They go for it again, boosted a little bit probably by that close game against Gambit, taking it the full 30 rounds. And we see Furia actually does not go for Ancient here. They go for Inferno. And that ultimately gives you just an easy ban for Team 1 in the second phase. Furia gets rid of Overpass and it's new. I thought initially, you know, these are the standard maps. I thought this was going to be the pool for Furia, considering they're playing with a coach, right? But also Team 1 is 0-6 on Ancient. And you picked it yesterday against Entropiq. If you were going to do it against them, why not also do it here against T1?
1.4 for the Furia boys on the 1x bet odds. Okay, that was on the nose. It won't all be that way. Now we have an A take. In fact, they're actually in. Playing retake, we do have action on USPs in CT. They haven't broken the divider. This could be interesting. Art's playing in the window itself, and that's not gone well for him. Nice find from XNS, looking like Furia are out of this one. Long-range fight, the P250 well attuned for it. A great tap out of K. Serato keeps things relatively interesting, but yeah, Naluki looking set for success there, and it's the A take. Yuri's USB is tested, and oh, they go for the knife in the pistol, starting as they mean to go on. You know, playing with the boys that you've been motivated and standing behind. I'm sure it does a lot for his unity and for the respect he has within the unit as well. They did it with a new player and a stand-in, different details. PRT. Oh, he's been Zeused. Okay.
Cancel. Get on out of there.
Yeah,
Take that bomb away if you can.
I think we've got a bit of a fruity game on our hands here, Shaddy. Oh no, Dinks and a missed spray. XNS is getting a bit awkward here.
Maluki, thank God he's rotating right now because the stack on the B bomb site stood strong from Furia.
With a Zeus.
Yeah, Malms and Pasadena are going to be able to lock down the...
No.
They can't lock down the rotations, so now...
They're kind of actually screwed.
Yeah.
Use this next 20 seconds wisely, boys. And Pesadeo he's going for a flank. He should have a favorable duel. If he finds Serato, which he has, problem starting to be relaxed. And now it all comes to a nice and predictable end.
He may as well go for this though, right? That was a really conservative round there from Furia. I know having the Galil forward in the next would be great. Spotted now, chipped away at, and I think the 2 HP is probably more than enough to send him packing. That actually says a lot about other bits and bobs within the group.
Like a lychee. Art onto XNS, and Malbs is just not letting go of W. You don't get any more. Stop now, come on. Don't be silly.
Lots of pressure here on Vinny.
Yeah, and they're coming in apps as well. Vinny's calling for backup. Art in the windows was in the windows. Pesadeo's eliminated him, leaving just that Vinny Galil. Okay, Serato, a good contribution. He's up, looking for that little gap over the smoke. It's fading shortly. If they go for the plant before it fades, I'm going to be a little disappointed. They are clearing it. Due diligence. Vinny's quick. Trade is there. And Maluki's just about now arriving on the scene. They've got so much time here, Chad. What's the go sign?
PRT has a smoke and that molly now. They can use this U2 before they try and get the bomb down. There's no rush. Just make sure that nobody's out up close and personal. And well, the molly fades. They're pushing in very quick here.
Yeah, and it falls all onto PRT and his AK-47. 2 clicks is all that's required. They do have to be precise, and they're staying together. It's going to be very hard to isolate. Jules, he's doing it, though. First found already. Dancing around the site. It's Yuri that comes up, Trump in the head-to-head.
It's all about the angles. That's not a bad one there from Art. So he's gone 1 for 1.
Yeah. Serato has not really been rumbled. He has been tagged.
They're peppered here.
They're very vulnerable to these 2 AKs from Maluki and PRT, and Armored Deagle's behind them. They are threatening. Serato, another chunk taken out of him, so...
What are Team 1 doing here? I feel they have to... Well, they have to go
no
now.
Smokes,
There's only
bro.
25 seconds.
They've got the duel they wanted. Vinny's gone. Gary in the jungle, and... Ooh, yeah, deterred by a couple of stray bullets. They do want to clear out Yuri, and using Malbs' low HP as a scout, they should be able to find it. PRT delivers 12 seconds as the bomb goes in. No hope to deny. Gary has a very aggressive look, an aggressive stance as well. He's ready for 2 duels here. Oh, and too many. Bit overwhelmed. Serato does not have the HP to voice a concern, and Team 1 have bought straight back into the winning ways. 3.
From the newest addition to Endpoint, Bo Ross.
I'll settle for 4.
4?
4.
Okay.
But they definitely won't be pre-aiming this first. And oh, Vinny's having a bit of a nightmare, a bit of a distraction at least. And it's enabled Yuri's Deeg to strike. They're not going to be ready for this. Starting to get a bit messy.
Again?
Besadeo to deal with this rotate. He wants to contribute as best he can.
Oh.
Yeah, he's safe.
Just.
That bomb is going down. They've got Gary on the late flank from ramp, and this does look very threatening for Team 1. They need to bail themselves out of trouble. They need someone to deliver a multi-kill before they just get overwhelmed. There is no kit, so time is their best friend, and that's the low HP of PRT. Good for 1. Pesadeo as well. And chances for Furia dwindle. They have to hurry up now. We need another Serato frag in the next 2 seconds, and XNS not interested.
Aggressive maneuver here from Art, playing around the smoke. Gonna get caught in no man's land. XNS with an opener, but the trade from Vinny, he's aggressive and he wants some more. Think better of hanging around here, but look at Yuri. Now he's found himself in the shoes of Art. They're still just fighting.
What's going on here? It's a deathmatch in middle. Nades onto the nose, PRT low. And finished off nicely. Vinny, double, make it triple, excuse me.
I guess that's the thing. If you want to go and take those aggressive mid-fights with no pressure through the underpass, you're just going to be taking duels, and that's 4 for Vinny in the round. Give him the ace. Let him have it. He's feeling hungry here.
Yeah, this is a solid submission for the Org Club as well. And he's hunting for you. Crosshair was in the right place. Pesadeo just a little sharper on the AK. Chances are he'll be ready for it. Oh, too much for him to handle. And Gary's first frag as well. Will they get the... Didn't have his go-go gadget arms equipped.
A Galil for 1, a Pasadeo nade in. Little chunk of damage.
Roderick.
Ah, okay.
1999.
Really going back.
XNS. Damage, Serato returns, and well, that was only the Deagle, so the rifle's committing here, and it's still competitive. There is an AWP in play. Maluki yet to put it in the feed. He's peeking around that palace position. Serato, though, playing with the smokes. PRT good for the Deeg. He outranges them.
At one point here, Furia have to start second-guessing. Is it back towards the B-bomb site, or do they just play the gamble? Maluki with the AWP, spots 1. He's tagged, gets nothing for his troubles. And now it's Gary's chance with the FAMAS. This is looking good for Furia.
Yeah, shaped up nicely. Gary's contributed a crucial frag.
How are they going to plan?
Planting responsibility. Yeah, good timing on the flash as he pushes through. They're looking the wrong way, and a good collection. Furia.
They're not going to get any close fights here, and that nade is perfect. Dear. Oh, Lord. Just straight on PRT. See you later.
And Yuri just gets to have a couple of extra freebies thrown into his jaws. That's 8 now total for Yuri. And in fact, I think a 9th is on the
ace.
Go on.
There it is. Oh, Art.
He stole it.
Art.
We talked about this.
He put his crosshair on him. There's 2 players who are at least going to be looking towards ramp and palace respectively, right?
Yeah, and PRT was looking for a lot more than that. That's enough of a distraction. Maybe now's the time. Oh, it is.
Got to convert those.
It was. Serato's still on the side. Oh, it's a problem for Team 1. They're losing players. They're losing them rapidly. Serato forced wide by the flame, tucked in. Vinny to suppress. It's Pesadeo and Malbs up against the world. Oh. And Malb's forced forward by the Flame as well, into the crosshairs of the two. Make it 3 CTs that are here. The whole squad is here, and that's the end of that. Owie, ouch. Make it 5, Furia. They'd love a plant here, Chad. You need 2 quick kills out of P250s, make the round slightly convincing. I mean, getting through Art isn't going to be easy, and Serato. Oh, he'll take 4. Anyone else? Give me the ace.
Give him the ace.
No
Come
one
on.
deny it.
Let him
Art,
get it.
don't you dare.
Let him get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey.
Yeah, think about that one for a while. Sit on that one.
C, F, G, B, L, N, Q, K, T, V, L, N, G, B.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd listen to that.
And it's a question of who's going to blink first. PRT, I think he's trying to smoke window to try and force a little push out of Gary. He's not interested. Oh, maybe he is. Suspects trouble. And they are starting to commit. Gary calling for backup. They're in very quick. Nice flash. XNS taking space, taking names. And the dog tags of Vinny now fall to the floor. Problems for Furia. Maluki another. And a solid B take. There you go.
Number disadvantage. This is a big round to be winning right now.
Feed him. He will go hunting. Time still very, very high. Oh, that was the chance. That should be it. And it is now. Serato down as well. Art to save the big zoom banger. You know, back in the doldrums of tier 2. Oh, okay. Well, lots of bodies, lots of nades. They're charging into A. Counter flash is solid. Looking like, oh, PRT's delivered a lovely opening double. And that should be the space they need to take the site. Furia shaping up a retake. Good smoke. PRT can elevate over that. Art will be expecting this. And yeah, hits it quick. That might be enough to encourage Gary and Vinny out of their hidey holes. Maluki holding for the jungle walk-in. Malb's got to survive. He's being hunted. He's done well to tuck away. Maluki contributes as well. Still going for this. Vinny down. They're all crossing in. Gary Zorp good for 1, but he's just going to short look to save.
Defensive smoke there. I think he's confirmed that save. So he's going to get away. 6th round now for Team 1, and we tie things back up 6-6. But that one had a bit of a pace change about it, right? And they went back to that A side. Lots of space for him here, right? Like
he's loud about it.
That is the drama, but with the attention of Art drawn, if they continue looking in towards A...
Little sound cue trade. Pesadeo at least aware of Art's location, and they do come knocking. Oh,
what a push.
Aggressive Palace with the M4, and that's 3 for Furia. Finally, Pesadeo arrives, and arrive he does, with some style and pizzazz. If Maluki can recover this bomb safely, we are cooking with some sort of gas. Oh, he had a chance. Vinny tagged Maluki now all alone.
Oh, heard the ladder here, so has a good idea. Needs to be very careful. He's put himself on an island and he's hit the shot. Maluki with 1, 2 more to find.
Game on. Vinny's low. The main problem's Gary Zorp, and it's Gary Zorp that locks it down. Pesadeo having a look, and he's gone. Yuri saved Serato's hide there. That was going very badly, very quickly.
Well, they're returning to the bomb site with the coach, right? So if they can get past Gary Zorp here without losing a player...
They can't touch it. Oh.
There we go. They're in.
No.
Now they're in.
No, they're not. Gary's going to send a very strong message here with the 1 HP.
I hope so.
Ooh. He's going to have to now. He's lost his teammate Vinny, and the 1 HP orb sticking out his booty. Too many squats from Gary. A bit too thick of a peach.
Oh, it's been noted. Maluki with that info right now. Malbs or XNS can turn their attention to the apartment's position. Art's already forward, and Malbs is already looking. When?
He just happened to be holding it, yeah. So the info from Maluki translates into the round eventually. There, the 3v3 plays out nicely. And Team 1 keeping it very, very close. This will be 7-7. They'll be playing for the win in the half. CTs, what was it, 1,400? They're not going to have it all, you know? This is actually a real opportunity for Team 1.
Out the window again, bounding with the AWP, able to get on towards the short position, and they've really bolstered the B site. Opening kill from Maluki here. Serato's down, trying to change things up for Furia.
Oh, and it might pull them deeper. That's a very deep app smoke. They could have been ahead of it. I think the flash is enough to completely deter. Vinny burns down to 50 HP.
And now we find ourselves in the final round here.
Oh, Maluki was holding the perfect angle. Bit slow to the draw, fortunately. Malbs is not. That was the hero AWP. And I say hero with a pinch and a bucket of salt, but it was, you know, mag 7s. And it should line up nicely for the finish here. Let's see if they can finish scot-free. Yuri can really make things hurt here.
Oh,
After plan looks pretty solid. He's lost his teammates as well. So team one, their pick, and looking to leave with an extra round in the bag. 8-7, solid haul. And this domestic derby, Furia have the edge, and PRT is going to try and prove otherwise here on the B-Apps test. They're coming very, very fast.
He needs to live.
Yeah, playing for the retake. Maluki quick on the flank. We'll see what he can do. And PRT still trifling with a good shot. Takes down Keserato. And Maluki's so quick on this.
Oh.
Will he be ready for the RP250? The answer is a resounding no. Still competitive, though. Part of the P2K gang, now neutralized. Pesadeo has nothing more to say. And I don't fancy their chances now.
No, Malbs have to do something absolutely wild here. XNS has been able to creep on up, and he's been able to find an angle, so 2v2.
Yeah, they've got to hurry up, though. Need to find at least one of these so they can pressure that defuse. But it's not coming easy. They're dancing around the site with them. A fresh clip. This will be his last. Make it count. Make it count. He has.
Get on the bomb.
Someone needs to be on that bomb, and then they bodyguard. Someone needs to be on that bomb. Oh, he's got a 1 HP. A single slice is all it takes. Not bad out of Andre the Giant. Part of me feels like it might even be compulsory. Oh, the info. That's info for sure. They're boosting for the window fight. So Pesadeo is going to be on notice. He can't really return to back up Malbs. It's a question of what he can do here. Gary! Oh, he comes testing, and Malbs does weather the storm. Vinny's next on the agenda. Two of them to trifle with. The swing's good. XNS grabs a rifle. Malbs not good for more. And down goes the rifle. Great play out of Art.
Handled there,
I think he's just saved him.
Very important double. Maluki now low. Ooh,
I love that. I love that. PRT, if you could.
Just live.
Survive.
Just live.
Oh, Maluki. He's got the element of surprise. He's right there, hiding in plain sight. Hi! And unfortunately for him.
Falling over some of these earlier dramas. XNS, that is big. Never mind the conversation I was just having. They could be holding them at bay here. More shots. XNS would love to land another here. He's done so much work with those first 2 kills.
He's very diligent, but he won't be ready for this angle. Oh, that's perfect. If they've put Furia in a box, all they have to do is close it shut, and they are. More from the XNS Deagle. Keserato, multiple targets, can't seem to adjust in time.
Team 1 have more than the advantage in this scenario. They just can't give away kills for free, and they'll take one for free. Maluki.
Oh, loud about this. Pesadeo neutralized, big contribution. Yuri's found him. Lost through the smoke, though, and Malbs able to reposition. Art, however, does have the bomb, and he's crawling for the hunt. So if this
could get past.
Spirals out of control, which it won't, Malbs. Couple of extra bullets for good measure into Art there.
Stay down.
Yeah, please.
Do you do that with a lot of the stuff you learn in different languages? Is that how you've picked up German? You've just made different songs in your head?
Essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, grapefruit, another one. Pom,
okay.
Plamuse, pom, pom, plamuse.
Is it just a French? Okay, well, there's a lot. Okay, it's okay. All right, all right.
That's a little scary. From nothing to everything. They're pouring through.
And he hasn't looked like a clown. No. He's looked serviceable.
Oh, and this time it's a bit of a quick biff. It's looking very good. And from dark, Maluki strikes for another. Vinny through the smoke keeps it up to a 2v2. That was out of nowhere, really. A 2-man advantage just gone. Squandered, courtesy of Vinny and his Palace position.
Vinny gets the one up here.
Oh, PRT. Oh, he does adjust in time now. Vinny has to make a decision.
He can become deadly in the 1-on-2.
Which is why PRT kind of has to strike this perfect balance between let the bomb down, but kind of process of elimination his after plan.
Yeah, contain him.
Yeah.
So that's the next step. So the bomb will go down here, and PRT's containing him right now to the right-hand side of the site, and just swings on out. So the backup was close enough. Maluki made it over in time, and that's going to be 12 here. Wanted to change things up. They haven't had an opportunity to debut him yet on the main team.
Making no secret of his position. Art has been rumbled. Ooh, he's spotted one cross.
The way that Team 1 is set up, unless they give this kill up, it's quite a passive stance. So XNS gets through, and it will be a B pincer now.
PRT. Reliable on the T side. This time he's fallen, and now Pesadeo's the one that they call upon. Keserato low now. And a good post up from Pesadeo. Maluki in support. Completely smoked off.
Time.
Yeah, it's becoming a real factor. 8-7.
Oh.
Just about finds the headshot necessary. Queserato uncontested on the plant. They could swing and find him. Good find already. The low HP from Queserato stops him in his tracks. The 1v1, one out.
Apart very, very quickly here. Aggressive out connector. Art's been spotted. Pasadeo as well. Playing around the smokes now. Both of them hoping to find a little bit of a glimpse. The bullets are good from Art. He doesn't know how much damage he's done here, and they're going B.
Yeah, Mal's tested again. This time so blind. Eliminated. Oh, and the Queserato Mag 10 feels like a rifle. 2 very quick headshots out of the sprayed SMG. And, I mean, Team 1, they don't have to really commit to this.
Yeah, save call now. And thrust forward very quickly. Queserato's ready for this. Could be another 2-piece out of him.
Yeah, PRT puts himself in the vice, and Malb's next up. Queserato, 2 rounds back-to-back. Finally, Pasadeo has something to return. Gary, next on the list, does deliver the crucial frag.
Another save, has to be.
It has to be. I mean, they've got nothing left.
Yeah, so if you are Team 1 and you want to rotate back to Palace, which is a pretty standard place to save, you need that kill. And Maluki, lucky that timing is on his side, finds Art looking early. A few more twists and turns in this one as Furia continue to stay threatening and go against them, against Gambit, because they weren't aware when players step the net maybe like this. Oh, continuing to jiggle. Art's going to keep pushing for this.
Yeah, I like the thought process behind the play.
They're really quite... This is a very pressure situation right now. And if Maluki looks away from connector...
Oh my God, what a push! They both go through the smoke. I don't know how many were blind, but the Furia attack has been completely ripped out of the server. Vinny's behind them. He is their only hope here. There's a real opportunity if Pasadeo goes down cleanly, which he has. And Yuri from the ramp, they're in 2 completely individual locations. Malb's the one to save them.
The bailout there from Malbs. And they are applying that pressure.
Oh, Malbs goes for the fight. It's evenly traded-ish. Vinny with 3 HP to spare. No secret of his mid-presence. He's trying to sell it as best he can. And oh, Vinny, the tail end of the assault goes down. Boost on the stairs to clear it, but it's this hold from Maluki. Oh, he has been cleared. It's amazing from Art. And now the T's think, perhaps, the A site's all theirs for the taking. PRT, a crucial frag, potential denial. Oh, it's held. Art saving Furia's hide on multiple occasions here.
It's still possible for Furia to flatten Team 1 here and tie this scoreline up. We'll be 14-12.
Looking for info, and it makes sense to push, right? Like, why not try and get a whole lot more? If Gary's still staring at the sky... Maluki! Maluki!
Did Gary forget what side he was on for a second there?
I think his vision's based on movement.
Yeah, okay.
Little T-Rex.
All right. Well, this one is, it had a comical element to it, but it's going the way I think we all should. It all should, but there you go. Clean sweep.
Also a bit weird, a bit of a one-way perhaps. PRT mantles up, and that's what Gary was waiting for, I guess.
Entry fragger Gary now, 2 in a row.
Entry fragger Gary.
2 in a row.
And at crucial juncture of the game as well, Chad. They're walking out. Exodus has no idea. Oh, it's horrible. And the site open for business if Maluki doesn't want to deny, and he's hit some bangers. Vinny with the mash. Potential barrel, and still no head. Art's too quick, dude, and I can smell it from a mile away. Can they somehow have an intervention, a Deus Ex Machina? Is that how it goes?
I'm not sure.
Oh, lordy. Maybe they have. That's a rifle.
We'll take that one.
Put that in someone's hands. Pesadeo equipped. And they're coming towards B.
Good molly.
Oh,
great molly.
Effective here. Very effective. He's isolated Queserato from the pack. Does go down. He's sat and committed forwards, though. Malbs' D potentially viable. Furia are coming. That was his chance. Malbs falls flat, and so does Maluki. Couple of opportunities there, just a little awry.
You couldn't have been in a better position, right? You pick up the first kill.
Whee! Oh, okay.
Got a little bit scary, didn't it?
It does. He'll initially have a look, have a glance. Molotov might spread. Extinguishes up, and he's got his gap, his peaky hidey hole, and Vinny does get chunked. Saved by the corner of connector. Oh, an aggressive. Yuri's gone and found an opener. XNS down. Pressure now on Team 1, not another 30-round loss.
Oh, this push. A's kind of open.
Yeah, it is, and the bomb's coming back as well. If they want to determine Overtime, Molotov out of position as easy as that. The Franks keep falling in favor of Furia. Maluki, something to post. A good first, can't snap into Keserato, and now just 2 remain. Team 1 handed another heartbreaker here. PRD with it all to do, 3 to find to extend play. Oh, that was a chance. He won't get many more of those. Yuri graces his screen for a second. Art managing his angles well. The reposition does lead to another, but a tickle. He'd need both heads. Furia are not going to give it to him. Gary to close it all out. He goes looking. He's so loud about it. Gary can take his hands off the mouse and keyboard because he knows, and so do we. There it is, 16-14, another one conceded.
Heartbreak for Team 1. Only winning 1 out of the last 8 rounds there at the very end. Not able to close out the game and get themselves over the finish line to take their choice here in this best of 3. But Fury got to be happy. Gary as well able to close things out with the final kill of the map, I should say. You see the excitement as well, the happiness. That's like pure joy on his face, something you don't see too often in our day and age. But great to see, you know, how happy he is about the victory. And again, Fury now up 1-0, looking to potentially take the series and go up with their first victory here in Group D.
Absolutely great feeling to score a comeback win, especially since they lost 2 close maps to Entropiq yesterday, 16-14, 16-13. That was pretty much heartbreaking for them, and you know, another heartbreaking loss on Mirage for Team 1.
Yeah.
Same scoreline like they did yesterday versus Gambit, just a couple of small details here and there. Really, Furia consolidating at the end, Cerrado stepping up, even entering a couple of those rounds towards the B bomb site and just managing to push his team over the finish line.
Oh, okay. Making sure they're doubly happy with that. Dark Molly here from Keserato. Going to go nice and deep. The smokes fly out.
Wow, guys. Got a full BX check with 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs, and a flash for good measure. A third for the after plan. This is nerdy. And it's working. I mean, the only question mark I have, Chad, is about the retake, and it's about Banana. With 4 players charging down Banana, Keserato with no backup as it currently stands. How do they go for this? A perfect pop flash. Yuri down. If they find Keserato quickly, they're going to run out of time. Oh, the flashbang! It leaves them with nothing. Great play for Furia, and Keserato bailed out on the push. Malv does have enough bullets. He has plenty as he taps away 2 heads. It's Keserato with it all! An ace out of the Glock.
Curious little util exchange here. Art's going to push through, of course. Would you expect anything else? And up and over he goes.
2 or 1? Well, that's 1.
Let's call it 2.
And he disappears off, taking as much space as he possibly could.
No, maybe 1.
Out. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was something about
a significant
affection.
other. Yeah.
Didn't know exactly what it meant.
How are we doing that?
Well, I hadn't put too much thought into it. That's how
Like
Counter-Strike works like that, I think.
Exactly like that. Nade exchange.
Uh-oh, Malv is looking set for a dig. He's quick, and the flash was there, unfortunately. Nothing to report. And now Furia can do what they do best, which is make a very strong case for the B take. 1 bullet would have done it. Art finished off the job. And we can start thinking about round 4.
Performance was just Team 1 playing well, but Furia are just really, really good. Like, if you watch... You cheeky. I agree with Yanko when he's talking about the scoreline really doesn't reflect how dominant it was. Like,
from Liquid, that's the last game of the day. Oh, hello, Maluki. Speaking of solid AWPing, that's Keserato catching 1.
he could catch Malbs or Pasadeo. Oh, and they'll find 2 kills. Gary with 1. Oh, my lord.
Into the AWPer, no less. Gary making plays, Art getting aggressive, and if he doesn't finish his meal, it could get awkward. PRT, he knows there's 1 above him. He knows there was 1 above him. Spots the barrel, baited in. Gary, another. Some impact felt. Pro players don't have peaks kind of tweet.
Well, that's why, like, when you have an individual like Simple, who is head and shoulders the best player, oh, Maluki getting it done, I guess.
It's 4-0. They're set up with some retake utility. So Malv, speak of the devil, is set up with his dig, and Keserato not really caring. And he jumps into Maluki's AWP. That's 3.
That's 4.
In quick succession. 4 total bomb lost. There's nothing left for the boy on short. And Vinny just going to commit to this. XNS gives him nothing. PRT collects it. It is the hero, orb, and pistol round where Team 1 posts their first.
They're still going to have to work hard for this. Furia have been able to get out another buy. You need to be careful, Malbs.
Playing with his life.
Not too sure how much pressure they can withstand on this B-bomb side again here. Art and Queserato have already demanded a lot of respect.
This is Maluki's frag all day of the week. PRT, this is the incendiary. Perfectly timed. 1, 2, disrespecting. And Gary isolated in the pool. If they could find another, which they have with the flames, that single incendiary has bought so much time. Now it's up to Yuri. The rotate's on its way. At least Pasadeo in their position to deny the standard plan. Another one for Team 1. Running out of opportunities here, Furia, and Pasadeo collects. Oh. PRT should be very good for one here on the edge of the smoke, and a quick and snappy reaction saves him skin. Gary disrespecting and caught out, trying to beat them to the punch. Oh, a lovely work from PRT. He's not letting anything slip past his net here. And that is textbook. Team 1 collect. I don't know what Maluki is going to have to report because they're all charging into PRT's orb, and he's dead. Run down. The spray is decent. Nice conversions. Wow, Team 1, they had enough players there just to trade evenly and then some. Yuri yet to frag, so he's the last man up against 3. And where Yuri meets the plant, XNS. On notice, there's the smoke, and he can play around that, you know. There's a universe. Yuri at least tries to get it down. Maluki catches him as he emerges, so solid find. I remember the darkest hours for you, Chad, when you said you felt like a vending machine.
Yeah, that's when I retired.
That was it. That was when he handed in his resignation. Maybe Queserato is going to hand in a couple of bullets to the heads of Team 1. He is good, and PRT down and out. Aggressive angle from Maluki, tags up another. There's a lot of XNS's plate here, and he's right to be worried. Maluki's AWP continues to keep the advantage even. Hard shot, still hits it. Looking like a competent author here, and the nade looks destined for success.
Look at all
the damage. Yuri and Gary's chances halved now, and there's more. The flames, perfect Molotov. Yuri working with 4 HP. This is theirs all day of the week, and it's just a question of collection. See if they can replicate something as quick as that. They won't be getting the fights on Banana. Instead, they'll be catching nades on Banana. A quick half-wall boost to get Queserato up. And
sector clear.
Yeah, exactly. Retake util from Malbs. Very old-fashioned lineups.
Oh, he missed the molly as well. Don't worry about the molly. They just still get both kills, so they didn't make it as jarring as they like. That might have actually put Furia forward for those fights. Then that's the only real shot. And the fact that Maluki's rotating over towards Library right now and PRT can also contribute from the moto position, they are going to need to hit some shots quick. 20 seconds, flashes out, here we go.
Oh, well-managed spray from PRT, leaving, Vinny, who's just tapped away a lovely headshot.
Time.
The AWP, however, still prominent. And no hope, really. With 8 seconds left, they walk into Maluki's scope. He'll collect a pair of frags, and Team 1 up to 6.
Should we do that?
Maybe.
All right, well, we're going fast, Dave. If this one's quick, maybe we'll have time. And Yuri's down again. Maluki, nothing but fluky.
Yeah, and again, Fury operating with like an impossible disadvantage straight out of the gates. It's Maluki for more. Queserato, his next victim, put on the floor. Drop a smoke on Gary's position. He's got the bomb here, so Vinny trying to be convincing. It's far from it. The Gary 1v5. No, not to be. Malbs controlling that nicely. Puts 7 on the board and pulling away now from Furia. Could be the play. Smoked off now. Pasadeo on the mantle. Oh, pre-aimed, but still gets the frag. Queserato down, and Art's already had a big chunk taken out of him by the Malbs shot as well. Back to A it will be. And Vinny, the one to go looking. Maluki still good for them.
Been great.
Good for both.
Really good.
Never mind. He wants more. He'll clear you out. He'll take you down. Is there anyone else? Any other victims?
I want to keep this clear. Maluki's AWP has been really, really good. Faffing about with their nades, or you catch them off guard if you pounce immediately and you're happy to run through their molly. You're going to have to extinguish here, Furia.
Pasadeo making a choice. Opts to spray the smoke, and Art's through. Maluki not expecting. Classic Art. He strikes again. Usually good for the pair. And now Pasadeo distracted. It leaves Malbs isolated. Art has found 2. And Furia should have the site here locked down. They have to check him, and they will. Easy as that. PRT.
Do they really give this a go?
XNS. It looks like they want to.
The money's there. I understand why. Oh. And it didn't look like they were going to have any chance of that at all. So.
Most influential player caught with his knife out. And speaking of influence, PRT's found an opening. Charging down mid with the AUG, and he's taken a scalp. Vinny down. Now you really need to see a Yuri frag in the feed. And Maluki's AWP, does have potential to be questioned here. They want him, and Maluki's still good for it. That's the bomb now long. Maluki plays ahead of the smoke. So much pressure now on Gary. He's being hunted, and that's the shot Maluki had to hit. He's confirmed it. Looks like 9 now for Team 1. Just Art and Yuri to defend. The potential for a 7th here from Furia, and it's not coming easy. Too many targets. Art doesn't get a chance to bolt. And Team 1, a 7 round separating them from extending play into a 3rd map. Oh, good God. The whole squad are wrapping around short.
There's no one in A. The open runway here is only really Yuri to greet them, and oh, the way things are going, I could have seen that one fluffed.
Now it's a retake, technically now. Here they come, and there they go. Another one from Yuri. They're in so much trouble, dude. There's so many angles. There's too many men.
So many smokes.
Too many CTs, and now only Pesadeo. Multiple targets, and it's only the one. Oh, and Art bringing out that 2nd round AWP to success.
Should be set for success here. We've seen a couple of shots on that jumping position get slammed into the back wall of Banana.
Who your front runners are. Okay, well, the Eagles made some headway into A. Yeah, Pesadeo is my one hope. I've got a little bit of a belief in the Pesadeo.
Just a little bit, though.
It was a little bit.
It was a little bit.
It was what, about 3 centimeters.
3 centimeters?
Yeah. Also, just ADD's concept of time is very warped.
Okay.
Very no 2
concept. Minutes is not 2 minutes.
It doesn't mean anything.
All
it
right.
means nothing.
All
It's entirely subjective. Art has found a lovely opener.
I don't think he needs to. He can just come out late.
Yeah. Gary. Oh, prime position to distract. He's done a good bit of damage. That'll lead them to look for him, and that's
loose.
The bomb lost on the haystack. It's falling apart for Team 1 here. 1 for Pesadeo. I'd need to see more. They've got the site, but they don't have the bomb, and that really cost them. Pesadeo on the retrieval. He'll have heard that. Gary plays the waiting game, but Pesadeo delivers a hard one for Art to pull across the line, and now play on. Oh dear, gets the info on it, will convert thanks to Vinny. Oh, but Pesadeo quick to the draw, and he can find a 2nd. That's some great shots out of Pesadeo.
Huge. Because if he gets that kill, right, so frustration manifesting.
Skadoosh! Oh, okay, Art's got him. And the close quarters AWP is still in play. Good God, he's getting isolated here. The smoke jump out. There you go. Pesadeo's got himself some room. 2 versus 4, though. Smoked off the short side AWP. Maluki goes looking. There's way more than he bargained for there. And Art, lovely aggressive move from him to confirm it. Furia bite back. Actually, his name is pronounced Gazar. Oh, okay, let's get 20. Quesarato's farming, and it's been denied. He only gets the 1. Fury have definitely got a little bit of speed in this one. They are charging to hunt this final frag. They don't want Pesadeo to get any more, and he has. 10-10.
9 kills for Yuri in 5 rounds of play.
Quesarato on the hunt, and they just take contact at the same time. And more impact from Yuri here, Chad.
They know where he is.
They do. Yuri, yeah, they know he's in apartments. Gary looking the wrong way. Oh, nearly 2. Vinny may have bailed him out of trouble here.
Still a hard round to win. Vinny low, up on the retake here. They have kits, they have smokes, but how are you going to break into this?
It might be Yuri. I mean, he's poking and prodding. It's Malms that's holding him at bay. It's not an easy shot to hit by any stretch of the imagination. And
I think they're calling the save.
yeah,
Alex.
look at Vinny.
I hate to say it. You get that luck. You know, they say, okay, hold up a second. Maluki, that was so quick.
Yeah, Hart's done very well to, like, cage him. Is there anyone still there? Do I need to be worried? Yes, is the answer. Gary
Nice,
gets
Gary.
1. Converts off the frag, and that's kept the numbers level. They want to extinguish, they want to go. Art's found an angle he's very happy with to post another on the AWP. 2 so far. Molotov out of position, dancing around the smokes, doing what he does best. And now, with the spray from Yuri to suppress, it's Pesadeo from the top rope. RKO out of nowhere. A release of pressure. If Queserato went down, that would have been the release, but now Pesadeo's options are limited. Tucked into the second box. You know where you are. Pesadeo, nade on the nose, a quick shot onto Yuri. He's ready for this, and he knows where Queserato's coming from. Unfortunately for him, time is not on his side to smoke for him to walk up on and play around. Queserato thinking about it. Pesadeo only has to hit one more. This would be a big clutch. Furia saved for this, and Queserato saves them in the 1v1. Fine margin separating these two. Oh, that's a lot more than he bargained for on the peak. Loses a lot of his health in the process.
Looks like it was intentionally thrown that way, but it's hard to tell because they're coming on through.
They don't care. They really don't care. And Art, second guessing his decision to rotate. He's getting jumped on. Oh, and a leg shot. Courtesy of XNS. He's been practicing his hops.
Oh, but it's just Gary. It's just Gary over towards B. If they go a mid to B here right now, it's this man with a Mag 7 all alone.
A Mag 7 for the B wrap hold. It's not known to be a mix that favors him. Vinny re-aggressing. PRT keeps him honest. There you have it. Gary locks down the banana. So now the T's have a decision to make.
The money just isn't there for Furia to risk this. And as much as it seemed like a contestable round for a moment, Team 1 have gone the path of least resistance. They've made it into the B bomb site. They'll get that down and they'll call it done. Bomb goes off. And, they save the AWP. Art gets that again. How much more impact can he find?
Ouch. Art again. He's so good at keeping things level, but Maluki, head on a swivel, quick tap, easy find, and B is open for business.
Yeah, and at some point here, you're going to have to start contesting Furia. I think this is one of those rounds now, and Yuri, blind through the smoke, headshot onto Pesadeo. That's going to slow down the push. It's allowed Queserato to get over here as well, and Yuri would go for another Woody. More bullets through the smoke this time.
Good luck, have fun, mate. Bang, tag. Looking for another. Gary tags him up heavily. Unfortunately, nothing to report, and this will peter out for Furia. They found the Luki. They know the banana side. They'd have killed for a smoke. Fake, hard shot, need another. They get him. Oh, and just enough time as well. What a recovery out of Furia. You can see that was a solid util set out of Furia.
Yes. Made Team 1 actually siphon through some of their own, so both teams not left with a lot here. Now,
oh, he's flashed off. They could have pushed the gap. They haven't, and Art peeks into Malbs with ease. He doesn't need to go for the re-peek. Mission accomplished. Sound cue's heard. He knows they're across.
Oh!
No, Maluki gets eaten. The no-scope connects. Art's just throwing stray bullets into the smoke, and it's actually found frag. He could. PRT, strong angle, and Yuri, good to trade. Gary will have a weapon upgrade for the remaining two. Pesadeo's lingering in the smoke. Impact felt. Oh, big from Pesadeo. Didn't account for Queserato, and XNS handed a 1v2. Bomb's about half ticked. They will clear him. Elevated position, and Yuri's there again. So close. Good angle for it. And he's good only for the one. Kept very honest by Malbs.
They're coming. Oh, they've got this mid to B avenue as well again.
Yeah, they do, except this time it's not Gary's Mag 7, it's Art's AWP. So if you do fancy your chances, which Vinny will be suggesting is a possibility, well controlled. Catches another. Art's been called upon.
Oh, he'll be posted up just in time here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he beat it by a second. Loud about it. Tagged up on the first. Will he re-peek in? He's willing to, and does greet Malbs with another shot.
Needs some help though, doesn't he?
Does he? Tag. Body bag, and the rest falls into place. Art's just doing it all.
Yeah, he doesn't need help. What am I talking about? He's got this one, just styling on him right there.
Oh. Oh, Art's been given another one. Pesadeo felt like he had to make an impact early, and Chad is just falling at that final footfall. Vinny, aggressive, good for the one. It does look like two in the feed in response.
The avenue that he's leaving, hold up, Art doesn't want to let them have any space. Art's just walking out into Banana. Art is just turning this game on its head, and he continues to fight for more.
It's kind of crazy. He's gotten away. Relaxed, chilling, killing, breathing. Art's got more to deliver. Looking for a quick scope in 3, 2, and fires off the warning shot. Caserato's burning. This could fall apart for Furia. They need to find both. PRT has, and now Gary, the lone A defender. A fake from PRT buys time for this rotate to come in. Gary to save the Furia boys. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, little jiggle out of PRT. Plenty of time for this, and patience rewarded. Gary comes up clutch.
Oh, no, he says, grabbing him another one-on-one.
To this, look at his push. You shouldn't, you can't, you won't. He's been stopped. And Art being found so deep up Banana might change their plans, Chad.
Maluki's running in single-handedly right now, so the rest will be behind him here, but they can get into B for free, and you know what? That might just signal a 4-man save, because if I'm Furia, I'm probably not risking a round like this. You know what this means as well? No Art AWP on the CT side.
And again, it could be just shy of the mark. Let's see. Gary, oh, they're knocking on his door, and he's so blind, he's got nothing. Not a single bullet connected, and that's a real leg up now for Team 1. Flash is dumped, Yuri tagged off the line, starts to unload his mag. It's Caserata that steps up to the plate.
He needs more here.
He does need more. Found over the smoke, a great angle from Maluki, and that should be it.
Are they gonna go for this? Art and Vinny looked like they were considering it. You saw them with Caserata just staying alive for a second more. Maybe they would have been tempted in, but the conversation's been had about where the bank balance is out. More than knows this is coming.
And that's exactly where the boys from Team 1 want to try and push overtime. Vinny, oh, a release of his crouch key, left exposed and flashed. Yuri then called upon. Good for the first.
Needs another.
He does. PRT's taken down Art, so lots on his plate, tagged through by Maluki's AWP shot. But he lives on. He's surviving as very best he can. The bomb now planted. Gary trying to test the waters of the smoke. A high flash could have been something. Damage onto Malbs. Team 1, a lot of the legwork done here, but Maluki has fallen. Yuri still in that pit, still a threat. Caserato's found another, and oh no, Team 1 falls to Malbs. What have you got? No kit for Furia, don't forget. There's one on the graveyard position, and Malbs is getting the shots necessary. He can force OT with the clutch. Caserato, has he got the 10? I think he has. It couldn't get closer. It couldn't have gotten closer. Not another one of these. Not another one of these.
Oh, dearie me.
Extends Plague. They had no idea. We go again. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Chad. Art's going to have orbs, and Gary's going to have a rifle. That's some changes we'll see in the initial 3.
No more Mag 7s.
No more of that. And Art actively contesting for this boost, and he's ready for you. Anyone else? Oh, shy of the mark. Malbs was there, swung wide. Vinny collects and responds. You wouldn't push the issue, would you, Maluki? Maluki, the aggressive AWPer, and he's gone and taken down Vinny. Takes a leap out of Art's book, leaping into Caserato ahead of his team.
Caserata locked out right now, but they have so many nades for this and chipped on through the coffins, the smoke, the bullets, they hid, and oh, it's getting shaky now.
He's bought time, and Yuri strikes. Now XNS has got so much to do, and it's Gary with the headshot.
And here they come.
Okay, well, PRT breaks through, trying to crack the seal of the site, and Yuri is so threatening. He's got Gary underneath, he takes another with him. And into the site just in the nick of time. Gary calls for aid. And Rohan will answer.
They're locked in again.
Vinny's behind him. It should be good, and it is. The bomb carrier lost. Maluki to scoop it up. Nade nearly finished the job right there. Vinny had the dunk. 10 HP. And Maluki walks on in. All right, that's 2 in a row for Furia, starting overtime as strong as they could. If the Furia change-up works for them again, yeah, Yuri got a lot of pressure on him. Still deals with XNS, commits to the spray, and PRT delivers. Okay, 4 on 4.
Might be the right play. Flash is set up. They're going towards long again. They've had success here with the mid to Bs. This time it's Art. He's pushed off the line.
Repeat of the flash. Oh, what a turn from Malbs. He's got full vision, dude. Quickest of reactions and shots. Another headshot, this time leaving only 2. Gary's alone on the site.
He would need 2 kills here to make this possible for Vinny. Anything less, and well, I think this is the first. Malbs with another. He executes up to 24 frags now. And Vinny in a 1-on-4. This one seems unlikely.
Vinny, however, doing as much as he can, which isn't much. Nice headshot into Malbs, stopping him from finding another frag. I think 3 is plenty. Oh, and a great Molotov as well. Pesadeo deals with it, and it will be a 2-1 half in our first overtime. Second map, first game of the day. Group D still underway.
It's just insane to me. Look at all the nades that are used in the first 40 seconds of play between both these teams. Great shot. Maluki's off, strikes again.
Yeah, and Art's completely committed to this. Double opener for Team 1. That's a B defense if ever I saw one.
And now it's just tail tucked between the legs. Furia quickly scampering back towards A, but when the double pit setup is in play, how are you meant to break this? Team 1's round. 2
Molotovs and a flashbang, I don't know. I certainly don't fancy your chances, and there they go. Both of them thrown into the smoke. One's pretty good. PRT set up for success. Mo's down at least 2. Could have been 3. Gary stealing that away from him. Yeah. He has an intention here. He wants to take the fight. Art, chances are he's going to sweep in for the clear eventually. And this is what Maluki's waiting for. Art's too quick on the draw, and that will spur Furia in towards the banana.
And it's a 2-2 split. So right now, Team 1 have top mid control, and they know there's action banana. They're hearing a bit of this. Here comes the set piece.
Yep, off the skyboxes. I hope that's allowed in our rulebook. And here comes the commit. Malbs is ready. Gary's not looking. He can disappear off, and that advantage is maintained. It's Vinny posting up like an important frag there. Oh, Malbs actually going forward, using the smoke. And as it fades, a chance. The bullets from Yuri are there, though, and looks good for Furia's 18th here. Oh, and Art says play on. Okay, 18 is found. See what they've got. That AWP head-to-head could become relevant. Again, a slither gap held. Maluki keeps himself conservative. All right, well, this is a very telling round. You can see the retake utils lined up. Malbs has it. Shouldn't need it or require it just yet. And Maluki, he's very aggressive around that mid-smoke and
should get Yuri here.
You'd think, and he does through the wall to find an opener. A small smirk creeps onto his face.
If they execute B now, it does feel like one of the right plays here. The problem is Pesadeo still has a smoke and a molly to defend against this.
Ooh, Vinny's trying to sell it as best he can.
Oh, I don't know how they can. The cavalry's going to get here. Maluki's coming. The flames are burning. It's going to come down to hitting the shots, Furia.
Yep, just a 4v5 gun-on-gun action and make it 3. Great aggress from Malbs. He wants to go into a second OT. 3 remain. Gary, one of them. They need to clear out all these angles. They're looking the wrong way. An easy multi, only Gary with 1. And 18-18, we start again, reset. But, I mean, PRT is just going to greet him with an AUG if he tries to round that corner. He is going to be the established lurk of the round. He's got to play his life. Oh, Pesadeo's caught one ahead of the pack. He's doing so much on this B defense. They're playing a double emo setup. I wonder if Pesadeo goes first and baits his teammate in a little bit here. So hoping that they won't do a full clear if Pesadeo swings out for a bit of contact early. Let's just like this. Now is the time. He wants to commit to this, and they will perhaps not clear it. Now for the denial is Malbs. Heads are turned, bodies are dropping. Oh. He only gets 1. Ew, you'd expect a little more. Smoked out now, not an easy retake. Yuri's tucked in nicely in the construction. Audible from PRT as he advances. Maluki's not the weapon for the job for a retake either.
Yuri's going through.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to finish the round, and he's behind PRT as well.
What a ballsy play from Yuri. I'm just watching the radar, right? I'm watching the radar because he's in the smoke. You got no idea what he's thinking. And he just edging through the smoke. Like, he goes down and they're ready for that. Completely forget about that. Straight down mid we go. Miss Molly, flubbed PRT. You are now in such a weird spot. Yeah, oh, no.
Your team have kind of screwed you here. PRT left in limbo. He still collects, as did Pesadeo again. A persistent threat on Banana. Looking like Team 1 can tie this one up here.
How did that end up working in their favor?
I'm not quite sure.
Unless Vinny and Hart are able to change this conversation. That frag felt like a must. Bullets through the boards. XNS down to 73, but I don't see how you win this one.
Oof. Well, Alt handed a bit of a dud hand. I got a double A on the flop, but then matched it with the D double KK, TRK. I don't know what they're using, it's just acronyms. Art's having a look, and that's the end of that. 19-19. What Furia's plans are for our final round of their attack.
Just stroll up mid, yeah, this is the difference. And pop flash through, like have a real gear shift change here, and that's what they're going for. High intensity shots, high risk shots.
I like the gap the PRT's trying to work with. There's a chance Art's not ready for this, and well, BRT's first bullets are successfully sticking around for more, and that greed could cost him a little too close to the sun.
Oh,
And now the site is open for business. It wasn't far from the Kalachan. Oh, never mind. Don't need a flash. He'll just push for it. Pesadeo down. It's Malbs still a threat. Both of them starting to close the gap. Yuri just has to play for his life here and still poking. Just punishing any turned heads. Malbs does not have the HP for this, and yeah, finished off. They'll take 20. Yuri's best judgment, the only separating factor. Now. And there's a couple around the corner. The bomb carrier, the AWPer. Maluki's down. Keserato's got 2 on his plate. Deals with the first. Ready for the snack that is Pesadeo. Does tuck in, playing the angles, playing the time, ready to re-engage. Yeah, he's still clearing out CT spawn, so...
If misses. Oh, okay.
Fine. Absolutely fine. It reeks of 21. Oh, but there's the miss. And that potential starts to return to our screens. And another one. Need to kill him. And they have. He bought time. Rotates in. Plant not going to be questioned initially. Nades take a big chunk out of PRT. And they know where Pesadeo is too. Poor guys. Poor souls. Just, yeah, pulled apart here. Maluki needs some sort of safe haven.
This nade could be done.
Oh, he lives on, down to 22. Those aren't far off. Art's got the lineup. Even walking through the half wall feels like a risk. Double nade onto his legs. His teammate Molotov now need an extinguish. He has tried to save his life, get CSGO'd a little. Now Pesadeo wants to turn up the heat. He wants to push in. I mean, you need a smoke. They've got a smoke. It's still going for flamboyant no scopes. And oh, Maluki caught out on the Keserato coffin. Peak, needed that.
2 to find.
This is it. 2 frags separating Furia from the 2-0. Team 1 so far. So close at times. And a 2v4 does seem like a little too much of an ask. Good chance, XNS, that's the first. And Art with a miss, if PRT could just deliver. They're starting to recover. Chatter fake. They're peeking now, Gary, damage.
The damage!
So much damage, double dink. Yuri just to knock him down. The spray will do it. Heartbreak central. Team 1 again. Close but no cigar, and it is Furia. They smoke him.
The Brazilian Derby comes to a close, and it has to hurt for Team 1 here, going so far in each of these maps, getting to overtime here on map 2, just to fall up a little bit short as Furia take their first win here of the group, putting Team 1 now 0-2. Just a Captain still joined by YNK, and this was an intense matchup, honestly.
Yeah, this was really a scrappy game, a lot of back and forth, a lot of close rounds, post plans. I feel like especially in that second half, Team 1 had multiple chances, you know, post-plan situations where they had even the numbers advantage, and they just allowed Furia really to get back into it. Some small mental mistakes, maybe some miscommunication in those situations, and Furia managed to go all the way back into overtime.
We do have our vetoes coming through, and it looks like we're going to be seeing Dust 2 again. Entropiq picking this one. We saw NIP struggle on it when it came to yesterday, and basically Liege carrying the team, him and Fallen together, but Ancient being picked up by NIP as our second map.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Inferno being the permaban of Entropiq, really, and Ancient is their statistically worst map after that. And we know NIP, ever since Ancient came out, they've been comfortable playing on it.
NIP getting absolutely dismantled yesterday. Holy moly, first bullet out of the pistol there, straight onto Hampus, down to 9 points of health. More bullets landing, and Devices low too. The first blood is drawn by Rez, and the 1xBet odds are still just favoring the Ninjas. With a 4-on-5 disadvantage for Entropiq, I don't hate it considering the HP we're looking at here.
No, me neither. And LNZ going to be responsible for calling that out, tucking into Goose. Rez would love this frag, and he's got it. Nickelback being down, he can focus his attention towards this short aggress, and Forrester goes looking, he does deliver. More to be found. Plopsky's USP good for one. Lackey eliminated. And now all on to Ellie, and he's sharp, but not ready for the 90-degree turn into Hampus. Proving you can take the control, and
so this might thrust Entropiq into go for an A finish, knowing that Hampus should be down towards spawn. Now it's all down to the timing here, and Hampus had a chance
Yeah, falling apart for NIP. Sure, you got the B lurk, but you've got 2 players up against 4 on this site. It just takes 1 deagle. 1 deagle doesn't seem to be enough. They can't break Device. He denies. A great spray out of the UMP. Yeah, and if they go out here and just absolutely demolish, like, I'm ready to write it off as ring rust.
Sure.
Like, I am totally happy to just sweep that first game under the rug and dismiss it as simply just them getting back out of the break, getting back into the officials, getting into the workflow again. Entropiq are no slouch. And it's actually my first opportunity to see them in this constellation. We've seen these names floating around. Plopsky and Device have kind of cleared short, or will be doing so shortly. On the cross, they all jump over the res spray. And they're into the site, at least the first step. Plopsky's making it difficult, and just through the incandescence of the flame, Krad's good for 1, and another in the feed as well. Bomb put loose by the Molotov, and another across. 2 on site's the call, and Rez not allowed to retreat. That's a big frag for Krad to post. Alien's been waiting! Oh, and a miss! A huge miss! And an upgrade for LNZ. He's a threat now. Both of them under scrutiny, but no, just in the blind spot. Krad times it to perfection, and Device surely not going to go for this. He has a look, couple of bullets, half health, would love the AWP, and has managed to scavenge that away.
Get on out of there. Well, if they ever have a...
bit younger than I anticipated.
Oof.
Ouch! Ooh. Excuse me, what was that?
I don't know, where did that come from?
That was the sound I make when I catch nades, I suppose.
Okay, that one peaked a little bit right there.
Did.
Sorry, everybody.
And he's going for the cheeky fallen headshot angle. Nothing to report. Elliott's in, and I think they might have the site. Hampus has got so much on his plate, does very well to get 1 on the way in. And unfortunately for Plopsky, Elion is on 1. He can do it all. I think they might have to just concede already.
Not another save call here. I guess it's the right play. The bomb will be going down momentarily. As long as they can keep their nerves curbed.
Power, a free agent as well. Speaking of fours earlier. Yeah, Krad booked. No!
Saved.
He's been saved. Forrester bails him out of trouble. They're both in the smoke. The bullets are in the right place. And they do combine, but as the dust settles, it's down to Device. If they do choose to commit, Device is responsible for all of this, and there's still a smoke up, so they could be in pit. That uncertainty's led him into a much wider line. He's tucking in just. Oh, dear.
Not just.
Alien's there in time.
Anything but just. Oh, and the flash as well. They're happy just to mix up the way they want to contact across here.
He'd do well to find Elion. Elion's just prepared. I think we're going to be having him on form as well. That's 2 influential rounds out of his AWP.
I think we need more out of Plopsky.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when he was the most influential member of a NIP for like a period of 6 months. And it did synchronize with the Krieg.
Yeah, because we're not expecting, like, unless... Okay.
Now, flashes through the doors, a little wild step. They're being a bit lazy about this. Oh, and Lackey was responsible for the bomb and the short push. Could fall apart here for Entropiq. Counting on Krad, could get overwhelmed, and potential certainly is there. That's handled. The opener. He's got the B site now, and Nickelback should have Hampus dead to right. 1 bullet shy of the mark. They're so low. 40 points of health between them, still playing together in the trades. Iron out for Nip. Playing the most passive approach. He is very vulnerable. His teammate goes down like that. Fully blind, doesn't choose to engage.
Still have the info though, don't they? Like, Rez has a pretty good idea that they're not completely out mid just yet. He's staying posted quite aggressively.
Ooh, one's very ahead of the pack. It's going to be Forrester leading at the front. Peek out. Plopsky set up for success. Just the 1. And Device needs to find another on this cross. 3 members to get across. It's Elion versus Device, and a tag into the shoulder blade puts Elion on notice, trying to finish the job. Device closing the gap, and he's going to have to do a whole lot more than that. Oh, and they're ready for him. It comes too easy. From behind, they strike.
Oh, and he won't even get to hold on to the Org there. So Krad denying the escape. He's going to get his 8th kill. Hand cannons, and I think that's it. So just USPs for everybody else. Oh, tagged Hampus. Very, very low early. More to follow. It's a shooting gallery in mid right here.
Yeah, he's having some fun, getting tested, and he gets 3 for his troubles. So Elion passes his deathmatch warm-up.
Buzzards just allow him to pop your heads off.
Little headshot angles, so he really gets to be precise about it.
Okay, Device has found 1. He's going to try and get away here. That smoke at least is going to guise his cross just.
Nice try. NT in the chat.
It's not the combo I'm expecting. I'm thinking like Elysian Naf. But wild scenes is... We're out long again, and look at the faith of Forrester on his teammates' flashes.
Yeah, they better be good. And they were. look at his pressure. He goes for fights, very ambitious fights, mind you. It's kind of like they were calling out Device, saying, let's see you hit these shots. Prove to us. Oh, Nickelback catches him on the boost. Wee. Throwing their teammate and the bomb across. And Nickelback sitting, head down. Loudly considering a boost. I'm not convinced. Lackey might be in trouble, though. Catches the nade. Elian in support. Elian would need to find a multi-kill here. And, well, there's the first. The smoke for him to play around. Oh, he's getting flanked. He's aware of it, but not quite enough. Hampus, good timing on the push.
This is going to be an A finish.
They do, and they've even caught Crad through mid. The one way for Forrester, they just have to not feed the beast here. High flash, turned nicely. Eaten by Linus, that's a bit of a slip-up. May not cost him, because Rez is here, and Rez's AWP is connecting. Could be a third, can't quite find them in the flames. But Elian, Nickelback running out of options and running out of time as well. 30 seconds, got to find a way back in, and if anything, only further deterred is all onto Nickelback. Too many heads.
You think a mid to B, oh, nice little tag there. You think a mid to B might be an option here, knowing you are up against double AWP setup, but long again.
There are some AWPers that are particularly in tune with that double doors cross. Oh, ouch. Hampus has been given a very, very stern warning shot. And just that deagle from Forrester should have, oh my god, no issues, I guess. Linus down. 3 of them battling for short control. Plopski's been found, rumbled, and more impact out of Nickelback.
Crad's already across here.
Yeah, he was well ahead of the pack, and element of surprise.
What is this,
blind
Crad?
spot, I love it.
What is this?
He should have him dead to rights here. Like, the round is won, but AWPs are going to be lost as well. There's one. Hampus put on the floor. Device holding on to his as best he can. Okay, Device does have an... Oh!
What? Okay, well, it's forced NIP into a force.
Nade off the nostrils. Still takes one. They'd love the org, and Hampus is going to put his whole life on the line. He has to stay now. The flames have forced him forwards, and now, well, actually,
keep going.
It works wonderfully for Hampus. He's punished Lackey as well. Hampus just wants to win the round on his own, okay? Oh, and that smoke might imply Crad. Funky business! Wasn't expecting that.
Wow. What a move. They can just stroll into the site right now. It's completely clear.
That's a cool move. Mantling through your own Xbox smoke. Oh, and he's actually going to catch it before it fades as well. He's using it again to great success, Crad. Oh, and he catches him again. Nice reactions out of Plopski, but should be round defining. Swinging wide, it's on an AWPer, so Elian, I was going to say if he missed a shot, but doesn't seem to be in his repertoire today. You know, a team that aren't willing to pick it, but have definitely had it in workshop. And ooh, nice lines, clearing it carefully. It's a great CT flash, and it translates into a Device USP.
So site is still clear. It is just the 2 players, Plopski and Rez, to deal with this cross. And, well, now it's just Plopski. Nickelback, he's enjoying these smoke kills very much so. And he might even get another here because it's starting to fade. The feet are seen, the frag is in, and the final one, well, it's Hampus. He's down towards mid doors, being as pesky as you like with the USP. Alien will greet him with a bullet, and, well, 8-6 now. Entropiq, who have the Dak-Daks out, they are the swing team. They're the swing team. They're the dark horse. You lose to them, it might come back to bite you.
Oh, absolutely. And we've seen how much the head-to-head can come back to bite you. This is round robin after all. FaZe were playing on the last day for 1st or 4th. I mean, that's as bad as it can get. Every win matters, and NIP with 1 conceded already. You've got to be making it count. Entropiq making a solid haul on their T side. Plopski with a solid denial of the bomb. Their project was long. Everyone else is dropping, though, so far from a guarantee, that advantage is very short-lived.
What's Plopski going to do right now?
I don't really know.
Elian from long doors, pressure from Forrester and Crowd over towards A. Plopski's going to have to hit some bangers of shots on 19 HP here. Elian is creeping. Hampus is not doing a lot. He can't.
Oh,
what a shot that was.
Shot as he's not ready for Elian. Oh, he might be. Tries to adjust use of the Tech 9, engaged. Elian's across.
Oh, that's such a good molly.
Yeah, you can't walk up on him at all. Crad's still worried about short.
He knows where it is.
He knows exactly where he is. Oh. Oh, he doesn't quite catch a glimpse of Crad. Now he engages, though. playing with the AWP. Eileen didn't take a shot and defended nicely. 9 in the bag.
It's actually, wow, they're waiting for him as 1xBet odds still are favoring NIP here. Peppering up towards lower, bit of damage done. Oh, and that's a goosh and a half right there. Alien won't be re-peeking mid.
No, thank you. Forrester confirms that they aren't over-committed to those doors, despite having a little looky-loo set. But they're trying something a bit fruity, a little boost around the corner, perhaps. You'd have to have a perfect strafe.
Boost.
Yeah, they do try it. Oh, and trying his luck. Lackey stands to deliver one. They're so mobile, they're so dynamic. It does eventually get one out by Plopski with some long-range Glock work. 2. He was only supposed to be good for 1, and he's still alive, still taking a lot of space. It should set up Device for success. Rez as well with an armored P250 playing that big box. If Krad's flank finds nothing, which is not the case, Entropiq will go for this.
There's a kit there, you can see it on the side.
Yeah, they've got a good reason to go for this. Elian's so low, why not use him for info? Krad's doing it all, I guess. It's going to be a Plopski ace required, an ace clutch, 1v1, Elian low, and he will finish the job. Plopski steps up for the Ninjas, 1v3, and after everything, Krad doing everything he possibly could, it just falls foul thanks to one man. Plopski getting some pats on the back there. You can see he's feeling himself, a shrug of the shoulders, and LNZ opens up with Rez. With their powers combined, they've found a man advantage.
Hampus, you got to be careful with this one. That's what we're talking about. The scout, you aim for the head, it hurts.
Oh, and if you do walk long, you know that scout's going to be relevant.
Oh, he's not looking. The gap, Forrester.
Oh, he's got 2 sitting ducks right in front of him here. Is it on the menu?
Oh, no!
It's a catastrophe.
Take your kids out of the room.
Sorry about that, everyone. We apologize. Avert your gaze. Holy schmoly. And it could be, you know, deceptive in the current scoreline. We'll see when the weapons get back out for the boys of Entropiq. The weapons come back out, obviously, in the next round. There's nothing to be said about this one, right,
No,
Chad?
this one's all good. Facility, that's the only threat.
Oh, okay, we got like a recycling angle.
Yeah. And a yellow alert is be on the lookout for...
Lightning?
And, well, like, bad guys.
Bad guys. Yeah, well, there is no new RT. I wouldn't be surprised if Riot are cooking up one in the lab, another one of their project letters.
Yeah, they want to do everything, don't
They want to do everything. They've got fighting games. This is Entropiq's first buy. Let's see if NIP, minus those pistols and conversions, can still be a threat. Elian is a threat. Look at this. Tight line, pulls the trigger instantaneously upon the flash.
Elian gets another chance and almost gets another one flashed.
Lol.
Bodyguarded by Nickelback, and this is 2 kills now in the favor of Entropiq.
Well, Nickelback smoked off, so at least Device gets to have a look. They're going to give him something. Gets his frag, and oh no, Linus has got 1-2. Entropiq dropping the ball here, and now they're about to isolate Forrester. He's all alone.
Oh, he's just going to have to hide here back at the side. He's spotted now.
Oh, yeah, and that's the end of that. What a turnaround. This was a 3 versus 5. And more impact, admittedly, out of Linus as well. Should talk about that.
Oh, Entropiq, what did you do? Like, you actually tried to do something as a squad?
Flash forward. He's going for this. Rez gobbles up the flash. He does take the frag. That's a solid delivery from the Entropiq aggress. Chill your beans here, Nickelback. He's allowed to get away, and they are starting to accelerate. Pedal to the metal, straight into A, no one to receive. Krad could do something here, and he's missed his opportunity. Plopski quite the contrary. It's Nickelback's Deeg that gives us something to talk about, and I do fear these CTs will have very little impact without another one out of Nickelback. It's long side. Lackey would need to hit something with his P250. Plopski, prime position, pre-aim, and jiggles him a little.
Needed that. This should be a save now.
And Elian will just stick around for a second longer, take a pot shot, have another go. That will be it.
Is he really giving this a go?
That's more than enough out of Elian. He does have cash to buy another, but...
Back towards long.
Oh, very aggressive for an AWP. Going for the blue bit, but now he could be in trouble. Plopski tries to bail him out, but the flames have caught him. Nade onto Device's nose, a pre-fire from Nickelback. He knows he's isolated the AWP here. There should be no way out. Evades the flash. Device allowed a little bit of room to breathe. And he's lost a teammate in the process. What's happened to the Ninjas here?
Yeah, just stalled it out at long, the head-to-head.
Oh, very good find. He actually caught an AWP bullet through the door for that price, and it only really renders him 1. Are you brave enough for a knife in the 3v1?
I wouldn't, not against Device. I would just shoot him. Yeah, just get it done.
When they are easy to sing.
Oh,
there you are.
Lord.
Now, you couldn't really ask for more if you're NIP. This is the dream start. You've had a timeout, you've got your full buy, you've made the call out of spawn, and you've taken down the Star Orper.
What does Crad have lined up?
Full flash, and at least they're safe, I suppose. Molotov down now. If he wanted to swing, he could have. It worked before. Crad wants to delay, and he does manage to take one with him. It's Forrester. Oh, unable to finish onto Rez, and the rest is onto Lackey and Nickelback, completely disconnected from the pack.
Oh, yeah, the util definitely going to be hampering them in some of the maneuvers, so it might need to be a bit more ballsy, but not another mid to be.
Yeah, they're trying their luck, and Nickelback will spray as best he can. He's doing everything he can to delay them. The nade is good, the damage is there. A boost would be fantastic. You'll be able to catch anyone trying their luck. Lackey, what the hell? Pushing through. Plopsky can't believe his luck and collects. And they're pushing into B. Linus is going for a clear here, and down goes Forrester. The bomb is loose, courtesy of that push from Nickelback. But unfortunately, his team disconnected. Maybe there's more to be played.
They're low. Two of them very low here.
Yeah, and Crad's been looking fierce. He's just scooped up a flash and a kit as well.
NIP with the control, they have no dramas. It seems like the mid to B is like an emergency button that if they go, oh, well, the AWP's here, let's just go mid to B. Being able to pip that gap time and time again.
Device, very aggressive, and it's been rewarded. Tags up Lackey, full flash, and Crad has pulled a double out of long. And last time it was robbed. Good mid to B action out on NIP, and careful, Crad is playing with fire on the jiggle, jumps for info, catches an AWP bullet, but lives on. Tucked into Gandalf, and with, well, 60, make it 70 seconds, you are gonna have plenty of time to play this one out. CTs have dropped the divider smoke, something to play around at the very least.
Good nade, good chunk of damage there. That levels the playing field a bit here.
Yeah, Forrester's on the reload. They will start to cross in. Everyone's here. Everyone is here. Entropiq should have this one dead to rights. They're not going to rush the plant. They don't need to. They've got to find some frags first. It's Nickelback that denies, and only Device is a threat. He gets info, knows there's one Gandalf Linus with the hold. If he gets it down, play on. Device with it all to do, and a missed shot out of Elian results in his death. It's falling apart, not the 3v5. Entropiq have found another, but Device is looking fierce. Gets all but one. Crad does one better, saves the day for his squad. He started with the double, he ends with the necessary compulsory single. Frustrations mounting after a near hero play from Device. Maybe that will boil over into something more substantial for Entropiq. Forrester. He hears the pins, he's blocking them. He's acting like a doorstop. Somebody behind him, and oh dear, he found them both. In fact, the site is theirs. Molotov cancels the plant at the very least. A different plant alternately found.
Entropiq will be dropping some guns across for another round of play. Elian can drop a rifle. Crad can do the same.
Nickelback's
the pistol round push.
Yeah, but look at Hampus. He is truly positioned in a way to strike when the cheesy ball play comes out.
If you can milk out the molly before you go, that would be the best. And they have. You can see how scared they are of this B hit. And Hampus is still just strolling around mid like he owns the place.
Yeah, and oh, Lucky. Lucky goes looking. He's dead, man. He's booked. He's got 9 HP. Cowering in the corner. He does step up when required. Fearing. Hampus hears a lot here. Elian, oh, eliminated with a quick one. Hampus could save NIP's hide. If he can deal with his Crad flank, he clears his corners. Crad's too quick. Puts it all onto Device. Dire situation for him. He just doesn't have the time for this. Fakes it out, tries to tap some heads, and the first is found in a very hard spray. Ambitious.
This Device is aggressive down mid. The AWP searching and finds a frag. Elian hits the deck, and things really going to heat up now.
Oh, and he's got a good bit of info at the very least.
Back to B.
Forrester's crossed.
Oh, is he going to clear close? He might not expect this. Yeah, he's definitely not expecting this. Have to hit this. Lucky, there was a chance.
Real opportunity's gone awry. Being walked upon. Oh, and he chooses to spray. The tracer fire books him. And the bodies are starting to drop for Entropiq. It looks too easy for the ninjas. There'll be nothing left. Forrester just to hold on to the AWP, call it 15.
Had the Furia game yesterday, and Entropiq did get the win on it, but Ancient's not going to be a walk in the park.
Do you ever, like, Google the definition of a word?
All the time.
And then it just makes you realize how stupid you are in, like, the grand scheme of things. Like, there's so many words in here that I just couldn't define. MP9 to hold the long doors at bay. Don't fancy his chances. Crad does, though. And 1 is a good, 2 is better. He might even have a 3rd here. Plopski finally throws the bullet down range in the right place.
29 for Plopski now.
Walking into short here with back to turn. Nickelback strikes. Wasn't expecting another. Bit of a role reversal here, and the CTs are still hitting their shots. Elian Zorb says extend play, and it's up to Plopski to finish the game right here, right now. 4 kills demanded of him in this round, and he doesn't get across. Lackey hits the must hit. Forrester called upon, bit premature.
That's not
dear.
enough. It's just not enough.
Yeah, and Elian could be in trouble here. I mean, he's trying to do it all. You can see he's so proactive. He needs to find something to level the odds. A frag isn't bad. The nade could be better. Bomb planted. NIP have even got Plopski on an AK now. So if he, I mean, he could do it all. He really could. Trying to finish it on a light buy. They have to voice concerns. They have to go for the retake. They've got to put all their resources into this. If Plopski gets to tap another head. Oh, info at the V least. Strafe south. Famas is good, and looks like so is the clutch. They'll come up clutch with a released last round of regulation. But yeah, stay alert. Smoke thrown. Shot not hit. And now they're up.
So need to be careful here, Lackey. They know 2's close doors now, and you're almost giving away your life. The Tracer's through the smoke.
He's got so much util as well. You got to dump that. Crad could flash him. Oh, and he has. Doesn't stop res, though. 3 NIP members there. Lineup from Elian is good. NIP swallow it. Good chance from Crad, and he's done enough. Gets the equalizer. Now responsible for the mid to be as well. He's doing it all. Go on, Crad. Forward in the off angle. Back to turn. He wants overtime so damn much. But NIP are flooding into Lackey's position. And don't forget, he's already tagged. Elian would be thrust into a clutch if Lackey doesn't do enough. He has found the first, but now he has to do it all to extend play. 15 seconds. The commonly exploited B site hinging on Lackey and his 4 HP. The bomb loose. They just need this kill. They just need this kill. Both through the door, trying to manage his angles. That's enough. 16 for the Ninjas. They take away Entropiq's pick.
Seems like the majority of Group D is just destined to have these close matches. Another 16-14 affair with NIP coming ahead out of Dust 2 with a 1-0 lead now up against Entropiq. And it's going to be a tough one to battle out against as we have Ancient coming up next. But you know what? NIP looking much better than they did yesterday, leaving that hopefully behind in the dust for themselves.
They started 3-0 first half, 5-0 second half, and also the first gun round in the second half. They were in a 3v5 situation, really, where they managed to get 2 kills fully blind to even it out into a 3v3. So in some crucial rounds, they were pretty fortunate, I think it's fair to say. But hey, they're just sometimes how it goes. And unfortunately for Entropiq, they couldn't really battle through all of that and still at least force the game into overtime.
Well, let's get into it. We're ready to see a 5-man mid pistol. Let's see what NIP have been workshopping. They are convinced that Ancient is the map for them. Elian trying to change and hit some mines. His lead finds 1, and oh, an easy one for Lackey to maintain an advantage here. And it seems they just want to force the issue. Device set up, the flash from Nickelback, fantastic. And this one should be done. Plopski, nade with his name on it. Tags him up a little, certainly still threatening. An armored P250 not to be snubbed at. But now he's taking a chunk and another nade converts. Okay, Entropiq off to a flying start. Lackey returns and Elian, yeah, he was vulnerable to the clear. NIP could do this, you know, if they can find this cleanly, if they, yeah, and they do, their bomb can actually go down. This is like supposed to be the hard part. They're hitting the hard site on the hard round, and they've got it down. Oh, Pampas, bit of a squibbly whip, and he's let it slip. Oh, Linus has done something with the P250. He will go down, took a chunk out of Nickelback, and okay.
They let that one go, didn't they?
They did. It felt like they had all the trimmings and just threw it all in the trash.
Yeah.
Those smokes, though, I know Chad Birchall would be upset that there is only potentially 2 to be thrown. A third is in play.
A bit deeper, you never know.
Never know, we'll find out. Double cave setup from the CTs. Forrester tucks and runs. And
what
that
a grenade.
Did so much damage.
Oh, the
God,
damage.
NIP disappear disappearing axe. He'd love to have gotten the bomb down, but yeah, that's a solid defense. Looks like Entropiq have definitely been drilling an Ancient in their scrims. They really do like having CTs active. Look at them move. Look at them go. Yeah, I mean, Lackey's got a lot of responsibility here. And a miss from Elian. He's going to be pushed from multiple angles. If he doesn't choose to tuck into cave now, he's full committed. Yeah, from behind, Lackey's not holding it.
We've seen an IP from the beginning. Interesting push. So it's something that Entropiq should be aware of here as Hampus continues to peel them apart. And it is just crad.
I think that's going to be enough. Happy to pause here. Cutting noise, letting Hampus see what he can get. And he's not cleared his corner. So that's a free AK-47 for Nickelback. And that's the go sign. Elian, easy onto Rez, a high flash for the re-peek. He's got at least a did with dink damage from Crad.
They have to commit to this now.
Yeah,
they have
but the whole
left.
team's here.
Oh!
Device has pulled a banger out of the smoke. The spray is good. Linus is better. He's got cave control. And suddenly it's fallen apart into a very competitive, if not favorable, NIP round. They've got 30 seconds for this. A CT smoke for the re-aggress. Plopsky's ready for you if you try. Oof. Big frag out of Nickelback. And Linus caught as well, tagged in the smoke. He's got nothing left. A gap around it.
NIP can buy again. And out mid they go. Hampus, see, look how easily he's going to be able to get control of this time and time again. It's just so much room to work with.
Yeah, and Crad's actually taken down Device, so that's a rebuttal to the space taken. More than just a passing glance. If he sticks around, that leads to an opening frag. Okay, well there, the B side is open for business. And Rez is the one to make sure of it. 2 out of the Swede should be good for the round. Nickelback with a denial. He's lined it up just shy of the mark, so the bomb now down. Rez has done it all. Not only a bomb plant, but 2 frags.
Oh. He slipped the line of sight. Hampus should have this. Easy done. One more to find now, and Nickelback, they're sniffing him out. Plopsky starting to push and comb through spawn. Those bullets give it away completely, and now the jig is up. Nickelback, how long can you survive? Up to 10 kills with that one. And the only way would be running back closer towards the bomb. So Hampus strolls on in, takes him out. 4-2, the scores read. Yeah, you'd like to avoid an uneducated stroll, but a flash-assisted stroll,
Now then.
that's all right.
That does sound pretty juicy. Oh, the Flash could book another here. Yeah, calling for it. Linus sets Nickelback down to a white screen, condemns him to death. Perfect. And now Hampus can just park the bus. You don't need to be moving any further. You've got half the map just divided by your presence alone. Hanging out in his safe space. Forrest is the next victim, and they're all feeding this Hampus. AK Lackey claws it back, but only for a second. NIP.
Yeah, so...
What do you guys call it? The full beans, I believe?
We call it Polly's Pocket.
Oh, Polly's Pocket.
Giving it a Polly's Pocket, right? But I guess the only outcome that can change that is if NIP want to extinguish your mollies, right? They just drop it, and then they can play around those smokes. Device gets 2 quick ones with the Tech 9. Looks like he's set for more. Just absolutely burning through these flares from Entropiq. 2 to find, both in cave. I'm curious to see when Valve inevitably, right, do an update to Ancient, because inevitably they will. They could push through on a flash.
Oh, and he's so dead.
Good response.
Cancelled. Device is still here, though. Oh, and a sitting duck. Nickelback, the strafe. It doesn't stop him.
Lackey's worried about 2 positions.
Oh, and Linus has found the frag crucial. He's going to have a wide open A site now. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull the rotate.
Maybe it's just wait and allow Linus to actually go through and flank this. Forrester, well, was on a flank of his own. He's going to give away his life, and it is just Crad. So if you are NIP, just wait. Let Linus finish his mission. Right? He's already cleared out a large chunk of the map, and Crad's going to come your direction anyway. You don't even have to worry about Linus getting there in time. Position given up. Crad's back turn. Rez gets the trade, and NIP get the 5th.
Couple is 2.
I thought a few was 3.
A few's always been 4 in my book.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's Google how many is a few.
But you're right. What would be a trio? Would be a what's 3? Are we making sense anymore?
No.
Okay, good. Well, that definitely favoured Forrester on the fade. There's no doubt about it. Pulls the trigger onto Rez. There's the grey screen there, and yeah, he loves it.
Oh.
Nearly 3 on that spray down.
Well, you could say a few.
Picked up the pieces. So they are jumping towards him. Oh, Nickelback. Well, he's revealed himself, and Plopsky's right there for the trade. And Device with some serious aggression. He's got 10 HP after all of that. Yeah, tuck into your corner. And Crad once more. What are you up to? He's booked Device. That's one way to get control of Bialy. He had Nickelback in support.
That was critical, bro.
Damn, it was. Critical. And he's continued where he left off. Well, all that remains is the Hampus Red Room hold. And he's losing teammates left and right.
Yeah, well, it's one thing to get Hampus up here. It's the other to keep everybody else alive. So now they know it's coming. 2 players turn their attention. And he's ready for both.
With Linus posting a frag, maybe he can pull up something magical. Newest addition to the Ninjas with a potentially a point to prove. Already a nice headshot onto Forrester, and he's got so much time. He can take his time.
Well, how about if he drops a smoke into a choke point, right, he can buy himself a buffer zone. He's so worried about a player close.
Fakes it. Oh, nerves have struck. He has to commit now.
Well, they know now. Nickelback's coming.
Yeah, but does he wait for Crad? He's so far. Oh my God, Linus nearly lays his life on the line just to get the smoke down, but he isolates the duel the same. Linus hears him. Advantage firmly in his hands, and he's actually actively contesting. That's brilliant. Linus making a name for himself and proving some points. NIP given 7.
NIP just barreling up long, knowing they're against pistols, and into the molly. They'll trade out 1 for 1, putting their lives on the line, both teams.
Yeah, and they're having a little bit of a gamble. Rez is having a little gander. Oh, and if Forrester dies, they do jump through, unloading his mag, vision restored, but Nickelback has actually got 2 out of that. Suddenly, NIP need to retrieve that bomb. A smoke courtesy of Nickelback would enable it. If he plays it right, he could catch Rez with his back turned. Doesn't need that, still delivers the frag regardless, and Plopsky asked to come up clutch again. 2 to find. Bomb in the open, he knows exactly where it is. Will they hard clear him? It's a 10-second defuse. He doesn't have to be too panicked by the smoke, and he doesn't seem flustered just yet. Hasn't actually chosen to spray. Cleared, very snappy, gets the info as well. Oh, he's set for success here. They have to hit the shots, and there you have it, 1v2. Plopsky.
They saw dollar signs.
They certainly did. Forrester living like a rock star.
I think they have a pretty good indication that A is kind of open now. Forrest is just rotated in over towards Temple, and Lackey will be crossfiring with him from Donut, but this could be breakable right now.
I mean, with his AWP as well, like, it's not the weapon for the job from Lackey. They're vulnerable to this.
And Molly's not going to do a lot.
It's not, is it? He can still be very, very vulnerable, and they are 2 backs turned. No reaction out of Ninjas. The alpha angle from Forrester rewards him with another. Linus trying to play smoky games, and it's actually been rewarded. Oh my God, he gets them both. Huge from Linus, unresponsive though from Plopsky, and that is an important 5th.
We go again, out mid, a little bit more contesty this time. I don't envy Lackey whatsoever. He is isolated now towards the cutout. Krad's alleviated some pressure over towards B one more time. And if they don't clear Lackey here, the silence down 4. Never mind. He is isolated. He is pinned. He needs help, and he needs it now.
Oh, 2 nades on his nose. Left with 33. This would be the perfect time to whip it out. He just goes for the wide swing. They're ready for you. Linus specifically ready. Lackey doubles down. Oh, well, call that a successful mid-hold for sure. It leaves NIP with just Device.
Bomb. Well, it's a necessary find here for Device.
Device had a very close clutch attempt against these boys on Dust 2.
He's not getting away with this one, I don't think.
Afraid not, no. Dumping his util to give it a very best shot. Still tempted to be denied from that bedroom. Would have loved the plant. Crad loves this. He loves this. He's trying to be so aggressive, and this time it's not netted him anything. But an underhand flash and a leap is Crad's maneuver. And it's worked wonders at times. Look at the space Device has got here. It will be cleared. Nickelback delivers, and at least we've got a 4v4 now. Counter-nade looks promising. Everyone's safe.
Everyone's over towards B at least, right? It's definitely one side of the map not being used
right now.
Fight.
Bloody hell, huge action in Cave. Elian trying to close quarters AWP out of trouble. Rez posted up. It's too easy for Elian. Look how close he is to the angle. And it's all he needs. That's an 8-7 half. What a recovery out of Entropiq. Back in business. Second half underway for our second map. It is Ancient. And my God, is that a mega chug? That's what I like to see. That's God, these are the hydro onlys. That's at least 2.5, Chad, and we want to see you staying as hydrated as Entropiq.
If he's drinking one of those a day, can't be running to the bathroom every couple rounds.
Yeah, well, at least we know that Entropiq are hydrated. Okay. That was important. And so is this, the pistol. Let's see if the NIP pistol squad can return the favor. Rez is about to have a lot on his plate. He's got 2 pushing the donut position. It's Lackey on his own, doesn't matter.
His plate's cleared.
Yeah, empty. And now retaking this site gets difficult. Lackey far from lacking. Device the same with the pair. Oh, a triple on the USP. Okay, Device is done with this. He's had enough. He just needs to get this one wrapped up. He's got a hot date. Playing with them. Nickelback could still do something. He's actually landed some good damage onto Hampus, which puts the defuse up for debate. He's walked away from Device. Oh, he's played it to perfection.
Oh, it's ringing around the Rosie.
It's playground.
No. I know you mean to have to hold an extra key, but it gives you a little bit extra time to make sure you release it in the correct moment.
On your head, son.
So very nice cave control taken here from Crad. So he responded to the cave smoke missing by taking cave. So at least they've been able to retain some level of map control. Hampus is trying to be cheeky through the door, through the smoke, having a poke.
We got some mean curries in the UK. That's a tag out of the scout. Here we go. They might bait Rez in.
This tall box
There's a lot of ninjas here. This
cleared.
really can ruin things. And Linus already posting a deagle frag.
No one ever clears this.
No, they don't. Yeah, this should be 2 if Rez is sharp. Wow, look at his patience. He still hasn't taken a shot. Linus, you want to just win the whole round? Oh, that's cancelled by Crad. Rez caught out. Damage inflicted and converted. Lackey, 10 HP. And into a scout. That's too much for him. NIP have immediately returned control to their domain. Well, they're leaning B. Hampus knows how to deal with this. He knows it's the only way to play on Ancient. So the entire NIP squad are here to receive them. Here comes another opportunity for Linus, and he does greet them with the spray into the spine. Lovely play out of Hampus as well. Clears it down, locks it down, maintaining that AK as well.
Yeah, Rush. I know Forrest is the last guy alive, and it's like the whole rule of...
Ooh.
Okay, maybe we stick with him.
What were you going to say?
I want to look at Device's M4. Is that thing worth like $1 million? Like, it's obviously not worth $1 million, but it's got like the iBuy power... heavier investment last time round. You saw it didn't go swimmingly. So this is them just having to swallow the bitter pill. Take a chill pill, maybe. How many's he getting with the Mac 10?
I'm calling all of them.
I reckon 3.
It's the Linus pop-off. Jumpy dinks.
Oh, he only got 1.
Kept very honest.
Popsky stealing frags from poor Linus. Popsky, you have to share. Mac 10 for Crad. He's going over towards B. You don't hate the weapon of choice.
I do hate that lackadaisical clear from Hampus. He's still booked Forrester. So Plopsky dumps a smoke to hold on to Cave, and he's done very well there, not only holding on to it, but dunking down Crad to 50.
Nickelback can smoke left. Lackey can smoke right. Oh, and that's a tight angle.
Yeah, well, there's the left smoke. Nothing to report just yet. There's the right, and there's the side. Oh, timing's perfect. He strikes. And Lackey, oh, just safe from the Device spray. That says play on. 3v5, Chad. There's a world where Lackey can find some impact early. He knows where you are, Device, and he's holding firm. Perfect execution. Util, non-existent. It has to be bullets and bodies. Nickelback, a lot to do. Multiple targets and 2 different avenues of assault. Incendiary forces him very passive. He actually pushes in, and that's as easy as that for the ninjas. Plenty of time for the defuse.
Oh, the timing for Hampus is great.
Yeah, that's a nice opportunity for Lackey. Unfortunately, though, the flank's already on. He's pulled Nickelback back, and well, that's a big response.
This is a problem now. There's a way out. There is a way out from Entropiq. They can fall back with the bomb here.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have to, considering what Device and Rez have laid down. They are trying to test Plopsky's mid, and that's another important frag. Look what it's cost them, though.
Scrambling.
Yeah, very low. And only Crad now, Rez. And poor old Crad. He's done well to find the first, but immediately found.
Is going to get sticky. That smoke buys a bit of time and a buffer. And everybody from NIP is towards middle or this B bomb site.
Ooh, Device clears out Elian. Nice work off the left eye. And more to be found as well. Lackey, lucky to be alive. Oh, Nickelback, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. A weird gap in the smoke. Crad goes looking. Linus looking the wrong way. Swallows the flash as well. Looking good for Entropiq. This could be a competitive round. They have to get that bomb locked down. Hampus can still cause trouble as it fades. Catching Forrester. Krad's his next victim, and they're running out of players here. NIP again on this retake. It's so quick. The wallbang has to come in. Has to come in. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nickelback.
Here we go.
All right, Rez, just caught in the open. Good util usage so far. Entropiq are through. Oh, nearly a collateral device. Get more here. Elian denies. The bomb now loose. Man advantage. Entropiq looking to twist the knife here with a bomb plant. And that's been denied as well. Hampus just has the lineup. That's all it takes. And suddenly the smokes will fade and you find yourself in a bit of an uncomfortable one.
Nickelback's been going around the world this whole time, though.
Yeah, you're right. This flank towards CT. If Forrester can just live, if Elian can just survive. Nickelback, oh, he's been held. Linus awareness is there. Both in this temple position. Oh, and Forrester loses his head. Nice work from Plopsky. Elian, be good to pull out a clutch at this point in time, but they are paired up. It's going to be very hard for him to find that two individual 1v1s. Oh, he's just tucked in. The first shot hit and 10 HP to play with. The timing, Plopsky's looking the wrong way. Elian saves them.
Quite heavy presence again towards this B lane, but it's an A finish likely one more time. Plopsky gets an upgrade for free through the smoke. The cheeky business is denied.
Oh, and they've actually taken the first duel on Donut. Device's AWP is utilized well. Seems prepared for it, and that 15 comes as easy as that.
We knew NIP were strong when it comes to Ancient, and they just proved it yet again. Closing things out, looking fantastic on this map, looking much better in this series compared to yesterday. Then again, it's not that hard to look better than they did yesterday when they played up against Team Liquid, but they have to be happy about that. A lot of great individual clutches and plays coming through. And now we have two teams here, both at 1-1 apiece. And as we were talking about before, Yanko, a very important match here for both these two teams, considering how tiebreakers could work out, and we never know what's going to happen towards the end of the group.
Yeah, absolutely. Every game counts in a round-robin group stage. You never know what will happen in other games. You don't want to be in a situation that FaZe was in Group C, right, where even with 3 wins, it's not enough for you to go through, and you're counting on, you know, big beating Mouse Sports in the last game to secure that playoff spot. So NIP getting the job done today. As we said, you know, on Ancient, they're going to be big favorites. They've just accepted the map, embraced the map ever since it got introduced into the map pool. That's something that NIP Under Threat has been doing a lot. You know, they always, new map comes out, they try to master it fairly quickly. It just gives you a huge advantage in a lot of those V2 situations, in a lot of matches. And unfortunately for Entropiq, they couldn't get it to Mirage. I feel like they would have had a much better fighting chance on that map than they did on Ancient.
We just choked yesterday. It's nothing more to it. Entropiq, they've been playing so many games online, and they've had such a good win rate on like every map. And like this Ilian guy, like he's so good with AWP as well. Like they are really skilled players. So yeah, we just took it as any other game. We respected them, and yeah, we came out on top. We played better today than yesterday. We should make top 3, in my opinion.
Hello, nice shirt, Harry. Is that a pineapple I see?
For the pizza?
Yeah, it is a pineapple. My favorite pizza topping.
I think it will be more harder game against them because they're a very good team as individually. They have really strong players, and we will prepare for them like watching demos and maybe and just play our game. Yeah.
Nuke and Ancient going to be taken away for sure. So we'll see how this one plays out. Liquid still, I mean, if you weren't here yesterday, they haven't played a whole lot of matches. It's kind of interesting to see where they can go. Gambit, meanwhile, has picked 4 different maps as their pick in their 4 previous matches. They've got a very deep map pool. They can take it anywhere they want. And Liquid obviously feeling very confident on Inferno. We saw them yesterday just steamroll NIP in every sense of the phrase.
So what about this Vertigo piece, though?
Yeah, Vertigo's going to be, I mean, that's an exciting map. Liquid enjoyed it as well when I was there. I think a lot of it lends to some of their strengths also, even though Gambit's picking it. Elige is a big driving force, so if he's having a good game over towards that A ramp, he's kind of the one that likes to take control of that and likes to make the plays to open things up, and they've got a good routine and good executes onto the bomb sites, and Mirage of the Decider can be a lot of fun as well.
So let's see, this is going to be the true test, right? They may have done it against NIP yesterday, but can they do it against the second best in the world? Liquid fast up, and I changed my prediction already. Elige has got the opener. Naf has followed up Inters and Axel with a killer piece, and Axel looking to close this round. Naf is trapped, jumping around, and Elige covers him.
Bro, Elige is doing everything.
I'm glad I swapped sides.
Oh, yeah.
Before it got messy.
Wow, yeah, what a swap.
It's not a question of can Liquid be the best, it's will they be the best? Can they keep it up? Was it a one and done? These are all questions we'll get answers to right here, right now. Gambit, they have to save that CZ. Elige and Co take the pistol round. And that's it. You want another question to follow that answer?
What's the question? If this is the question, what is the answer?
Is Grim going to die on the molly? And the answer is no. He smokes it and evades capture for now. Liquid avoiding the B stack. Axile. This guy's been a bit of a champ as of late. He's going to back up to the pit. Liquid cleaning corners on the A site. Inters is even pre-rotated. We got that banana control from Anthony, and Gambit seemed convinced, rightly so. Moving a fourth player to A, make it a third now, because Stewie's found Inters. Hobbit's going through the smoke.
Yeah, he's going to have to pop off with this 5-7. Oh, well, there's one. It's a nice opener, but Grim, the only man to fall there. Team Liquid moving in. This saved CZ gets put to rest. And now you're just wanting to save on these remaining Gambit players, but will Stewie 2K let them get away with it? And he's certainly not going to let this fella get away with it. Shiro shot up the side of the head. And now just Axel all alone. They keep 4 alive. Grim, the only man to perish in that banana push. This is a good look early on. They break apart this 4-spy round. So often these get out of hand, but that's nice and clean. That's a very literal and neglectful reading of the true meaning behind Peter Pan. And I actually don't have the time to explain to you why you're so wrong. But regardless of that, you know, what I was trying to say is Liquid are just powered by belief. And so if we all believe in Liquid, then this team just might be unstoppable.
Here they go into B. Liquid now walking into that one rifle. It is on Nafany. He's going to get smoked out, though. Spamming through.
Yeah, and it's just going to be another one of these saves. You know, we've seen them before. We know what happens here, right? You're just trying to, you know, play for exits in this situation down towards Banana, get the Galil out of there. And maybe another weapon if Hobbit can remove it. This time it's an AK trying to step up. Oh, wait, it's in Elige's hands. Oh, not anymore. Inter's going to take it out, but he can't retrieve the AK. Yeah. He doesn't want to go that far up the banana, knowing that death would wait right around the corner. However, they have done a good job of making this an expensive round for Team Liquid. Gambit with all the exit kills, and they get out of it with 2 Galils as well.
They can be around that corner. Stewie sees the flash play down banana. And Gambit, they even leave a player there. Stewie back in, catching Hobbit with nades out. Nafany won't react, he won't attack, and Liquid peel back. Nafany now, while he's unsuspected, he will surely get checked. No, it doesn't look like it. Uh-oh. They jump over? No, they walk right by. Nafany has got the round in the palm of his hand, and he crunches it.
Heartbreaking here, but for Nafany, he's putting this Galil to great use. Now, Fallen is able to trade that out. It was when we cast VP in their group, you know, we had that little stat reveal that Shiro had actually taken over James for the lowest deaths per round.
Yes.
You can see he's fallen back, playing this very, very safe angle, letting the rifles do the bulk of the legwork here. And if something is found, that's when we're going to see Shiro commit. He's always keeping, you know, the ability to save in the back of his mind.
Orb's just such a valuable weapon, right? It can be so important, even keeping it into eco rounds, getting wins in that regard. Gambit are good at that. Here they come, they got nades out. If Nav peeks, he wins the rounds. Fallen will go ahead, and Nav trades the kill. It's all on Shiro, but as we know, he's saving, he's giving it up. That tag will make it so no one comes his way. So Shiro out of there. Gotta watch the bomb, but should be fine.
Yeah, flash is set up again from Shiro right at the back. The nades rain in, but ultimately it's Nafany looking worse for wear in this early nade battle.
Gambit, they're so convinced this is an A-site attack. They've got 2 players anchoring at the back of the site. Nafany's hiding, hoping he doesn't get checked because he's low, and Inters is going to die for him. This all will not matter if Shiro falls at B and Liquid go back. Long to CT is even an option, but Liquid are committing on the short side.
Yeah, in they come. Axile about to get tested down here in the pit. Hobbit hiding in the cubby. Steals himself away for now. This triple setup and gnarly crossfires that come with it are very difficult to navigate. Now they deal, oh, there's a second guy in the site and they don't know about him. Nafany waiting till the final second.
Can I get that from Shiro? I'm 10 health.
Good luck taking it from Shiro.
Yeah, firstly that. Secondly, no, they actually find a way to make him valuable with 10 health by setting him up as that like bait player hidden at the back. Weird smoke. Leech doesn't want to go through. Oh, Shiro grabs Grim on a jiggle as well. Wide angle, and it's getting scary. Stewie's looking for the pistol, and he does find it, and they pushed it back. Liquid, meanwhile, just taking middle. Leech with a hero rifle, but not for long. Just headshot by Axile. Fallen's taking it, but you're hoping for a hero here if you're Liquid, and you're not expecting one. Gambit 3 kills away from taking their second, and they'd love to keep it flawless as well.
It's looking good for them to keep all 5 alive, isn't it? Stewie's Deagle. Maybe. Oh no, Inters is just tucked in. Naf will get one. Not able to make it a double, but Stewie will. A little bit more damage done here at the end. It's a little spooky because he wanted to get out there, but he didn't really know where they were at Banana. His teammate and Hobbit had already gone back into the site, so little nade stack into CT. Inters, the timing on that, man. Now brought down low. Content with the 5-on-4, knowing the nades might have found damage. Now they look to pounce on the back of these flashes. Smoke down in CT, Grim leading the charge into the bomb site. Hobbit waiting to try and deny a bomb plant. Oh, it's close, but it's not close enough for Hobbit. There's a nice nade to remove Stewie 2K. And so we find ourselves in a 4-on-4. Once again, Shiro hanging all the way back at long, holding for any flanks. Also in a position where he can look to hold on to the AWP. So that means success needs to be found. And with the kills initially getting traded in favor of Team Liquid,
yeah, that was a bit awkward, right? Nafany getting trapped there at the sandbags. Definitely didn't know that Liquid was so far back with the util that they were throwing. Lead just going to deal with Axile here. Spam won't connect. He gets caught shooting through the wall. Axile grabs the first. There's a bit of damage in response for Naf. He's done a lot to Shiro. Might want to get out of there. Everyone getting wounded up in apartments, and even the nade on B softening them up. Here come Liquid, looking to commit. Gambit 1 step ahead with 3, and Liquid just going to go through the smoke.
Oh yeah, Nafany up here on one of these boosts. There isn't a CT smoke down. And so they're just running it dry into this triple stack at B. That's a little ugly there. I think as well, Gambit are going to be pretty wise to some of these B plays that Liquid were throwing in against the NIP squad just yesterday. Oh my goodness.
It's more where that came from.
Oh, Naf's Deagle with the opener. Gonna go ahead and now look to grab that gun, throw it back, baby, into the hands of Elige.
And now all you've got is double smoke flash. So Liquid have planned for this exact round, right? They know they have nothing to play with, but just a gun. And with a missed shot from Shiro, they're going to get in deep. Spray has to come through. Hobbit needs a multi, and he's got 2 already. Elige trying to come in for some trades, and Hobbit will not allow it. Mowing down 3, 4, pistol out, let him ace. Shiro with a calculated missed shot, so Hobbit can find all 5. And Sui gets it deep, but Inter spams him through the smoke. Hobbit was going for a knife kill.
But these B anchor players for Gambit are looking really, really good out of the gate. Nafany's given us some fantastic rounds. Hobbit alongside him now joining the ranks of these scary B players.
Liquid use utility just to deny info for Gambit, and now they're going A. Shiro's already here.
Oh, yeah. Inter spotting even more players at long. And I thought it was the bomb spotted, but it looked like it was Stewie jiggling, so I can't imagine it was. And Nafany started to move back towards A, with Stewie making noise up in top middle. Oh no, he fakes the footsteps, he fakes the rotation. Hobbit with a smoke spam, delivers the goods. Not good for a double this time, but he's done enough. 1 for 1 and lots of damage onto Elige. Sets up Nafany to try and hold down this B-bomb site again. Now, he did fake the footsteps on a rotation away, and he's dodged these players that have moved in for Team Liquid. Nafany traded by Fallen. And so now, Stewie 2K and Fallen have got to get this one over the line together.
Stewie sits on an off angle, but with CT open, he's got to worry about that as well, so he'll deal with it easily. Now taking Spawn, even more control, and now Shiro tries to hunt him down. Stewie's on his own, 1v2, turning around, quick shots, and Stewie, out of ammo, finds the dink to Shiro, cannot close the round unless time does it for him. I don't think it will. Shiro with just enough time for that defuse. NT for Stewie. Nafany going back, but he's still going to be able to quickly rotate into this A site, and he'll need to. Liquid are here. Liquid are going in hard. Elige and Fallen leading the charge. Inters is already dead. Axel gets one from the pit, but that's all. Grim on a long look kills the AWP with a lovely Deeg shot. 2 on 4, you're locked out. This was an eco for Liquid with a hero gun, and they've got the site for free.
Yeah, Nafany's still looking like he wants to take a peek on this, and now he's out in the open. Elige taps him from the round. The hero AK delivers. The Deagle of Grim is the kill that seals the deal, and now they're even chasing Hop down. They remove that AWP from play.
And that should really be the round.
Yeah, if anything happens here, I don't know. I'd be shook. I'd be shook. Nafany. Oh. He's done a lot of damage, bless him, but unfortunately the USP, not your friend in the one-tap department, and anything outside of a pistol round. And that's going to make a tremendous bout of difference here, right? They're no longer in a position where they can be put onto any kind of downward spiral in terms of the money.
And Liquid get ready to go. Molotov is good. Axel's got to run right out of there. They hear it, 50 health. Liquid, it's only a matter of time. Oh, that's a ding.
Oh my God.
Chill.
Elige, the executioner. Grim to follow up, and yeah, he's traded after one, but look at that. That was the Liquid site takes that we had coming in yesterday versus NIP. Gambit just got nipped in the bud, my friend, right? That is unreal. The fact they're able to do it versus Gambit and then keep, 4 out of 5 alive, even shutting down Hobbit on his attempted save. You're going to try and use an Astralis pistol stack here?
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
Time to farm those
Stewie,
ecos,
here it
baby.
is. The leaning tower of US pizzas. And, well, Hobbit, let's get rid of Stewie. But now they know everyone's there. Now they just bring that bomb into the safety of A. Grim protecting this rifle with his life. But he doesn't need to throw it down. He just takes them all, puts 9 up on the board for Team Liquid.
Wow. Liquid, though, they managed 11 against... oh, God, there's Shiro getting involved. Quick shot. I was saying they got 11 against NIP on this map yesterday on the T-side start. So this is, better for Gambit, but it's still not perfect. Nafany with the second AWP gets out of there just about. Fallen found, and Nafany waits on the angle for a flash from Liquid. Got a couple. There's a good one. Nafany blind, though, finds Grim. 2 on 5. Should be no way back in. Elige and Naf in the clutch moment for Liquid. Elige has taken the AWP. We saw a bit of this yesterday on Dust as well. But I'm not holding out in hope of a 10th round here.
How could I it's a 2 on 5, Hugo. This would just be a freak of human nature, like Elige, having to go above and beyond. And even that, right? Even once you've got the first traded immediately. Can't finish the job. He's burning alive.
What?
And should get finished off here by Inters down in the pit. So it's 6 for Gambit, 9 for Team Liquid.
Stewie, can you take any with him before he gives up the site and plays retake? He chooses not to, just fully abandoning that control. Playing for the 5v5 right now. Hobbit, he's hanging around on the lurk in middle. They're running right by him.
I love this play. Naf, big brain, big brain. He's found a Hobbit hole, and they're all going after him, but oh my goodness, he owns the Hobbit hole. He is the Hobbit hole. Finally dead after 3, but there's no recovering this one now for Team Liquid.
Oh my goodness, they didn't want to leave him in the backline, right? They didn't want to let that round come down to Hobbit's timing on the backstab after they knew he was there, but climbing down below, not the way to go about it for Liquid. They get melted by the Glock. Oh my goodness. Look at this from Hobbit. Liquid want to flip that on its head with a quick force buy up, and the scout shot connects for Naf over Shiro. But if Liquid don't win this round, it's Gambit back in the game, 9-9, and starting to pick up face.
Inters jiggling this. Naf on a very small angle. The smaller the angle, the bigger the play. As the old saying goes, Naf, they will get past him. Everyone's in CT. Everyone's cut off by these smokes, apart from Grimithy. Down in the pit, he's got a lot on his plate, a lot of work to do, and just a deagle for the job. Can't hit a thing.
Fallen. Trying to get info up top B. Gonna meet him with some nades there. Chunky down to 46. Naf sees an arm and takes a leg. He's gonna tag Hobbit. Definitely called that as well. So Liquid know that there are options open. Hobbit's gonna swap to the scout though. Let Shiro try and rifle around as this B execute gets set up. You would love the B stack now. Now you have nothing of the sort. A flash play to make this round happen, and Fallen gives it a go.
Yeah, Stewie setting him up with the flash and Fallen coming through. Oh, they were blind, but you know, armless little P250 attempted to cut them down. It was never going to be too pretty. Oh, Naf caught as well, and they're even hounding down these pistol players over in the ruins. Now, I was a little bit curious here, right?
Yeah.
Because when we saw Gambit take to LAN back at IEM Cologne, right, maybe it wasn't the results we were expecting, but you got to bear in mind, you know, you got the whole pressures of LAN. Before that, when we've seen them in online play, looked like a very, very stable map for this squad.
Fallen. Oh, he's still here. Luckily, he's got that smoke from Grim and a bit of room to play with. Legs seen, though, and Hobbit grabs him. Maybe a headshot here to Fallen. Depends who smoke fade favors. Fallen goes back to mid instead. There's the flash. Leaves. Oh, they turn with their backs. And even the first player looking at Long was fully wiped from the flashbang, so timing's a bit off there for Gambit.
He's still here and able to help out at A, at least holding for this arch cross. It means these players in the site can put all their attention onto the apartments and short. With Elige dead in Graveyard, little too much of him showing to the Apps player of Hobbit. They're going to pull through with both the entries that are needed.
Yeah.
And Gambit, they do win this first rifle round, which is worst case Ontario for Team Liquid.
You're drawing in a few rounds in a row, but it didn't matter up against 11 rounds. Liquid have got another rebuy, and Gambit will meet them there. Shiro patient, Fallen. Oh, he hits him in the head. Good flash. Shiro thought he was in cover, ducking from it. No, he's not. That's what we needed out of Fallen. A man up, Elige just starting to take space and take names, but Axal signs his death warrant. 4-on-4, all pick back up, and Hobbit can go back to upgrade if he wants.
You know, Fallen tries that peek down through middle.
Oh my goodness.
Nafany, he reads the opener. Stewie might have been boosted, might have been the man who had to step up, but now we're looking at Nafly. One player has slipped the net, but Naf goes back for him, and he's one hell of a fisherman. The claws are out now, and Nafly, ooh, there's another. Axal has his head removed.
Nasty hold from Naf as well, right? He absolutely shreds him in B. The one man on 20 health.
They just saw Fallen over at A, and now, like some kind of demon, he's reappeared. The apparition of Fallen outside of Banana.
No
Another
way.
tag. And I was going to say, is he out there again?
Yeah,
this time,
like
Naf's not really in the position to swap with him. Flash goes in, the push on the back of it. Stewie dead right away. Fallen only able to get one, and it gets a little bit awkward there for Team Liquid. They're left saving in this round once more.
It's not enough temptation until Elige gets that kill. However, the rest of his team in pit. But Gambit showing a lot more face than NIP could. You wouldn't expect him to be able to do it again, not without that flash, at least, that Grim provided last time. Nafany trying to hunt down the aforementioned man, and the flash saves them from Fallen's clutches. Almost takes the boiler player out with him.
Fallen not holding the boiler, is instead waiting here in middle. It means the peak never saw him. They bait the shot with that jump across, and Fallen will get the info at least. Now he's got to give the goods over. Grim down here in the pit playing this little one-way. Shiro will find him, and so Fallen trying to make it happen. Still a second man up in the site, and time is the enemy of Gambit here. They even hunt down Nafany. Naf throwing up in this boost as well. Now, Gambit have been ready for this a lot of the times that Liquid have done it. It's been far less fruitful for Liquid than it was for Gambit. having a boosted player here, but this time with Stewie actually in the site and able to pull attention away from his teammate. Maybe there's more success. Nafly, good for a double. Once more trying to be the savior of B, and with Fallen playing this gap in the smoke. Now with 12 to their name, you were just highlighting the importance of this round, especially for Gambit with their money teetering on the edge.
Hop is going to charge out of apps in first place with the flashbang. Fallen's taking Nafly out. There's the mowdown for a lead. Only good for a first. AK dropped immediately. Grim won't let them in, and Shiro trades. Should mean nothing here.
They let him get the bomb. They let him get a gun. Let him get the bomb and a gun, but Stewie, that's all the room he's prepared to give.
Liquid using a lot of util to deny space, make sure these pistols can't get comfortable or rush them out the spawn. Oh, good nade. Right down the ramp. They're going to jump through a smoke together. Stewie, don't shoot your teammate. Oh no, he switched off. It's all down to the rifle. Naf, he's good for the job. 3. And by that point, Stewie stabilized to find the 4th. That's when the round comes to its bitter close. Into still sitting back down T-spawn right now. There's the contact. Nice shot for Hobbit. Doesn't know about the AWP. Fallen's got to pick a side. He's got to pick an angle. It's a risk. But now it's his only option. They've seen him backing up. Yeah, Hobbit knows he's going to try and shoot him on the escape. Fallen, oh, he just gets back to safekeeping. Bit of a spam. Won't do anything serious. Stewie still trying to bait for Naf and Banana. He can eventually flank. He doesn't want to go in too early. He's running it, and they haven't even committed. Naf, no way he can get out alive. Stewie's there to save his life. 4 on 3. Liquid should not have got away with this. Fallen switched off the shot, and he's gone back to the bomb side, but Gambit are running out of time.
All right, Fallen has been the king of missing these timings in this round. He's throwing so many dices that have come up Snake Eyes or whatever the bad one is, but finally, something good might be on the horizon with Elige down in the pit, finding the first, now spotting Shiro. Elige is looking to win the round. Hobbit left against it all, tagged by Fallen's AWP, and Fallen will finish the job. 15 on the board for Team Liquid. Oh, Stewie is most certainly going to get flashed here, surely. They're going to contact it. Oh, my word. They just run him down. But it works wonders. He was not ready for that. And that's now an AWP for Shiro. Rotation's coming in from Fallen, but how much help can he be with Naf dead after 1? This might have to be a save for Liquid. Now, there are always these late lurks, right? So right now, you've got a 3-on-3 in the site, but after losing the AWP, your best bet is probably to grab that and head out of there, play again for the next.
Oh my God.
Unless Elige can inspire a bit of confidence. He's getting flashed. Grim lobbing them over. Elige hasn't spotted the pillar player till it's all together too late. This time he's got Grimathy to go up against. And Grim winning that is absolutely huge for Liquid. You look at who you've just removed. You think about how many problems this guy has caused you.
Dear.
And you breathe a collective sigh of relief. They flash Fallen off middle. They at least get the AWP displaced a little. And they replenish this smoke. This push is going to come in through a smoke up against 15 for Gambit. This is the last thing you wanted to do. And with Stewie back at the site, good for the first. And Lige knocks them down. And Team Liquid take their map pick at 16-12.
Much like the result of Liquid versus NiP, it is Gambit that fall right here to Team Liquid, albeit a much, much more pressing affair for the Liquid side. You know, they grab 9 rounds in the first half. You think, okay, things are looking cool. It's like, you know, yeah, Liquid came to just kind of close us out convincing. Wrong, Jason, wrong again.
Yeah, Gambit came back pretty nicely, but I mean, again, like it was good to see Liquid. You know, one thing we mentioned yesterday was that they didn't get that adversity against NIP at all. Today they did, and Gambit gets close, and Liquid just runs away with it again. Like as soon as Gambit kind of inch up to tying up the game and having it right there back and forth, the end of the map is what, a 7-1 run for Team Liquid to close out on their CT side, which is just fantastic to see. Another really good game. Got to say, in the first half as well, 4, 5, 6 rounds, they get bomb plant explosions. Like again, it's the same kind of thing from yesterday where some of these bomb site takes from Liquid are so convincing and so fast and swift that Gambit has no decision but just to say, screw it, we got to save the weapons.
Smokes it down on both sides and nade onto Elige. Does some good damage. He tries to fight the fake plant as well. Gambit know that many teams like to nade stack, while Liquid have not. They've got utility for the retake though. They were planning for this exact play. Let's see how it goes as they set up the smokes.
Yeah, on for the retake, but Gambit had been dealt this many a time before. Grim! Oh, Shiro! That's more like it, Shiro! Where was this back on Inferno? Hunt them down, give it to him, give him the beans. Fallen trying to do what he can to respond. Oh, now down to the 1v1. Never mind, Fallen rising to the occasion. Just Inter's left to beat. But on playing around the bomb, he sealed the deal on the round. It is a damn good try out of Liquid to make that so close.
Gambit, oh, they don't know they're going to get faced. Elise just runs it down into the one-way smoke, finding Nafany. Elise, one is not enough. He wants more. He's going to swap sides of the smoke as well. Catching Shiro turned around. He still flicks and hits the head. Molotov, Sui just doesn't want to be hit by the flames. Have that audio play against him. It's a good grenade, but you still expect these entries to come in for Gambit. Fallen's stripped down one, taking out Shiro. Axel is getting tagged up as well. This can still get out of control. Naf is sat in the default smoke. He gives it up. Stewie will even get checked. Hobbit, yes, looks into the corner. Fallen's scout falls, and 3-on-2. Suddenly the script is flipped. It's still winnable for Liquid, but Gambit with a weaponry advantage. Forget the plant. They are going to stick it, though. Cover is there, but Grim spams down Hobbit. Inters does not have time to get off the animation. Good chase for Grim.
The new insight of Adren can bring to the table. I say new insight, right?
The old insight.
The old new insight.
Yep.
The in-out and then back again insight.
Yep. That's how they do it. Right. Through the smoke, Gambit catching Stewie by surprise there. Too many targets, not enough time. And Gambit not armed for this one, but that didn't stop Liquid last, did it? Elise trying to get in that quick crane smoke before they commit. Bit of a one-way, lets you see the legs of players coming up. Eludes their vision. Still going to go right through with a flashbang. No fear for Gambit. They're in the bomb site. Elige about to find out the hard way. They line up, and he knocks them down. Bomb drop. Nafany's coming in from short. Elige would have been a dead man if he didn't escape right then and there. We talk about lugs, we talk about flanks, and we can't forget Shiro. He's right in the back line. Elige not checking it, just flashing his team back in. They're going to kill everyone. Forget Shiro. He's dead in the water. 1v3, and even though he might have the element of surprise, that will quickly be given up. Liquid have taken space. There's the shot from Shiro, but they're ready for this.
But the amount of times that's been said about this guy in these situations, you can't discount. There's the first, but that's the beautiful thing about that setup.
Over the smoke, but they don't have the weaponry for it. They're just going to try and run up. Hey, Elige, oh, he's in that position. Stewie was yesterday, and Fallen is going to be able to trade as both players get a double kill. Shiro wants the gun. They won't let him have it. Stewie chasing them down.
Fallen's, though, in middle is something that Hobbit was not ready for.
At least cut off half of the bomb site. Liquid are just conceding. If they can molly the plant and delay it, that's even better, but it's no need. Elige has the round in the palm of his hand.
Oh, that one's free. The next one is going to cost him, though. Oh, Fallen dead on that smoke walk. Elige, jeez, look at the pace. That's the bomb, and he just short Shiro over on the short side, even though the nade kill comes. Or the nade goes in, rather. Shiro's still going to deal with it. Now, left in another one of these clutches, while the rest of Team Liquid pounced onto this bomb site player in Nafany. Shiro baits the peaks, and there he is with the clutches. They're the rounds that we were missing out on back on Inferno. They went about dealing with that flank in another way. They instead tried to actively flush him out and have Fallen fight with the AWP to deal with a guy like Hobbit who is looking for some late mid control, right? Trying to set up one of these big A-lurks.
It's good to have that confidence, that willingness to just take control, but it's actually what loses in that 2-on-1 as well, Harry. Elige! What if he had more ammo? Shiro is a dead man, and suddenly Liquid have the round. They still could. Shiro's been caught with a missed shot. Fallen's got a free AWP. Grim may as well grab a gun, but he's holding on to this B aggro. Would love to see Grim arm himself. He has now. Axel, thanks for the Mac 10, buddy. It's all on Nafany.
Nafany this time in the hot seat. Is he going to be the Shiro? Is he going to be the hero? He sees the first contact made, and there's Grim with the swing. They win it with USPs, for crying out loud.
Gambit need to know what they're up against. You've got to throw some respect away of Liquid. Right now they're demanding it. Through the smoke is Nafany. Can't see Stewie yet, though. He's sitting inside of it fully. And the fade may favor Stewie after all. There it is. He finds it. That moment of realization where it clicks and you can see something, a leg, an arm, anything is enough for Stewie. He takes two through the smoke, even pushing further. Fallen has the cover. And I mean, when we saw Fallen move to this AWP roll on Liquid, we saw a lot of great games out of him on this map. And this is no exception. 2 to start, and Stewie wants to close. Now they are fully committed to this round, and they don't know what's coming in behind. Great grenade as well over the site. Elige, how much will he find? Last time they lost it in a 2v1 after Elige set them up for a win. Hobbit just getting traded. Everyone's fighting. Forget the flank. Elige is going to run it down. Shiro's not ready for the close player, and the bomb gets dropped yet again. What could go wrong? And nothing is the answer for Liquid. 6-2.
Kind of give them room, but focus on whittling down the other players. It feels like Gambit since have started to move away from having these lurks, and that's why we see guys like Elige getting all this room on these mid flanks.
You know, this is another thing that Liquid is just very cognizant of and shutting down easily. Elige, at the sandbags, they don't have the util to contend. They can't get him out of this position. He can just pivot, pick and choose his fights. Elige might need it. Fallen scoped up for first contact. He knows he's calling. They can't cross you, bud. Elige doesn't care. He takes it into his own hands. Another double. 3 in the round. Inters gets the trade, but he's not here to win it out. Fallen will make that certain. 3-2 from Elige and Fallen.
There is some CIS teams from the RMR.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
they are, well, I mean, that's a whole different conversation, but that's never free.
No, the
as
old
Na'Vi
saying
teach
of
us.
the CIS RMR is like, you can be top 1 team in the world, but you're not even top 5 in the CIS RMR.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they
Oh, the timing on this boost is brutal. Nafany, this is a double. He's worked it out. Oh no, it's gotten ugly. Tries to regain control.
Nice.
Stewie dead, and Nafany makes up for it.
He even closes 2 kills. Now Liquid are locked out. They are not in position to deal with this round, but Fallen, that's an obscene flick to take down Nafany, to get a bit of vengeance in this one. You don't have damaging utility to stop a bomb. You might have to respect him, but why would Liquid respect them? Grim just throws himself into the bomb site yet again. You're still waiting for a lurk. You're still waiting for a flank that is not apparent.
If you remember, he closed out a round with a double lineup over in this A bomb site, just round to go. But this angle from Hobbit is dirty. It's filthy. Fallen's trying to USP him out, but he can't. Hobbit refuses to go down.
To get nothing done. I actually like how they're throwing him in with Stewie and Fallen on A, getting a lot more impact out of Elige. This time it's Stewie going up and over, and now down. Hobbit beats the Molotov. He has to. Didn't want to run back. They might deliver him another kill. Elige, always good to get involved, even with Stewie gone.
Hobbit's on a bit of an awkward timer, and that looked dead on, man. Fallen, quick reactions to mop this up. There's a late B play coming in for Gambit while they've directed the attention towards middle and A. They've moved in to an empty B bomb site, both Naf and Grim, giving a lot of room to their opponents here. A lot of respect being shown. You've got Inters and Axel to go up against them. The smoke's down, cutting the site in 2. Grim dead after 1, but now Shiro's attention has been pulled away. Elige coming in, makes noise up the stairs. That gives up the aim of the game. Someone's going to get on the ball, and Shiro won't let them in. The no-scope to close, and Shiro rises once more as the clutch king of Gambit to put up a 4th. Stewie.
Yeah, he's been taking a lot of aggression on A, and Gambit has started to at least trade him, at worst case.
Fallen should be about to call that off, right? He's just peeked ramp with the AWP, and so Grim is now back in the B bomb site, but with him dead right away, this might just have to be a save for Team Liquid. You're too far removed from B.
Liquid was stacked up. Elige, he needs this gun. Even if Gambit trade kills here, they're happy. It locks out 1. Second contact is going to be made for his teammate. If needed, Elige spraying a lot. Deeg's out. Is anyone going to save him? There it is. Naf doubles up. Elige even hit that Deeg. And Gambit, hell, you win the round, but at what cost? You lose almost every gun. Axel still needs to get out of harm's way. Thanks for the AWP, boys. Better than nothing. There's nothing good to say about mid for Gambit in this game, and so they shall just not touch it. Will that mean more flanks for Liquid? They could. They're set up with double in mid right now. Fallen's trying to get that A info. They're very close. How does he hit these flicks so consistently? They look undoable, to say the least. Fallen finds him time after time, round after round. He's going back for more. Still heavy A setup for Liquid. We've seen what happens with Gambit go a man up. Now it's Liquid. Right on control. Stewie trades, and Elige keeps it up with a double headshot on the spray. Suddenly this round is all Shiro again, but it wouldn't be his first clutch.
Yeah, but clutching at 7 HP, 1v3, that's a very different vibe to the situations he's been in before. First thing he'll face is this AWP on Fallen, and that'll be the last. He takes his head off through the crane. Heavy lifting from Fallen's AWP.
Worth noting as well at the end of that round for any naysayers, Grim, he swapped his FAMAS for a Galil. If that doesn't tell you which is better, I don't know what will at this point. FAMAS fans molding. Learn. Get better. Galil over FAMAS every day of the week. Just in case you were wondering, Grim. Gonna try and show what it can do on this B-bomb site. He's got a bait player as well, hiding at the back of the site. Flash in, Grim's blind. There's Naf helping out. Grim will get glocked at range. Naf is not safe either. Molly is deep. They are up and past it, and Naf might need a pistol. Instead, Elige just sprays down 2 through the wood. All right, Elige, any more? First time we've seen Gambit take mid and actually get anywhere here without, you know, losing lives. Oh, blink! No, okay, I was going to say, Fallen hits that, I'm taking off my headset and I'm going home. That would be too much. Finally, put down. And Liquid want to fight them. Liquid don't want to concede this control yet again. They're not comfortable with the idea of Gambit getting up and over.
Yeah, they see it's looking mighty clear, but they know it might not stay this way for long. There's an attempt at a run boost here.
Call out the rush lead. Oh!
Lee's dead right away. That is a big hitter now removed from this A site hold. There's very little time left, but all these mollies that could have gone in were removed on the openers that Gambit found. And so now just Grimithy, just a little Grimithy that believed, but he's in a 1-on-4 and Gambit are locking him out. It's a 9-6 half once again. Fallen gonna Marley out this back left position. That kind of ruins Axile's game plan. The smoke draws the attention away. And Hobbit's killing folks through the gen smoke. This is a rough old B take for Team Liquid. They still haven't flushed out Axile, and I think it was so long that they actually discounted anyone even being there.
Yeah. They've already won a full eco this game.
You don't win these rounds.
No, you really don't.
And if they do,
they don't.
I'll eat a shoe. Right, there we go.
What could go wrong?
It's never gone wrong for anyone else before. And it won't go wrong for me, baby.
You made a safer prediction, definitely. He's just going for it, right out of middle, and he dodges death at least.
Yeah, only for a moment. There is a player in ladder that could have swung this. Now with the smoke going in, this is the bonus round out of Gambit, as you pointed out. And with Nafany opening up onto Elige, that is quite the head to find to open up this round.
Fast over Con, the SMGs are going to be great here. Grim sits in the Molotov, he burns to a crisp as Inter shoots him as well. Oh, Liquid have been locked out of middle. Gambit have dealt with this very well. And
oh, now the swing, and there's Stewie emerging from his little hole. They didn't know about him. And so he strikes them as a bit of a surprise. That's going to open up the route to a bomb plant here. The rotation of Hobbit is a long way away, but Shiro, he doesn't need rotates, mate. He will ruin it all for Team Liquid. Striking 2 off the tally. Nafly left in this clutch. It's a lot of damage, but Shiro is there to close. It wasn't a clutch, but it may as well have been. He does it all.
Surrounded by pistols here for Liquid. Ooh, almost catching Nafany by surprise, but Elige dead first. You've got yourself a recipe for success. You've got yourselves a third map, maybe. That will be Mirage, if you're wondering.
Yeah, Gambit want to do everything in their power to take us there. This time he does drop his own smoke, does Nafany. However, that Molly is going to burn out one, maybe even more than that. Stewie's brought down low, does get all the way up into the site.
What?
Whoa, my goodness. Fallen has wrapped them on the sandbags as well. It's chaotic.
Weird.
And you do a little bit of damage there in at the very end. Do they find the AWP? They just get it. Shiro looking like he wants to fight this, though. Oh, my God. How? What? Grim. I do not know. That was so fast out of Shiro. And now he's re-peeking again, this time in at the top of ramp. Fallen, this isn't a freebie. There's 2 here. You cannot fight this with the AWP. Oh my God, Fallen's going back in.
The fate.
Will he show Mercy back? No. That's what Mercy gets you. Nafany blown away by the AWP.
Only Axile.
And that's drawing the rotation away. Axile, bottom of the board. He sees a barrel, but if that's the kind of game he's having, he's crumbling under the pressure, calling for rotations, calling for someone to come back and help him. That
Why would you?
Molotov goes in over on the boost instead. You will not expect Shiro here, and he could end the whole damn round. There's one. Now they know about the AWP. Still, he's caught changing weapons. And Shiro, whoa! The no-scope to close it. Look at him go. That's the Shiro we know and love.
Shiro looking for more. Careful, the gap in the yellow. Nafany's taken one. Shiro knows they're up close. Nafany Ding needs to get out of there, and he just about does. Only pistols here for Liquid. This should still be a shoe-in for Gambit. Just how much damage can Liquid really do? How many can they take down with them?
Well, here comes the Deegs. Do-do-do-do. Bomb plant down. Fallen. Making money for his team. Ooh! Accidental kill to Shiro back in CT. Takes a bullet. And now Stewie in the clutch, only arm with a deagle. And it should be an impossible round. They're on the bomb, Stewie's not peeking. And so Inters wins it just by sticking on the diffuser.
Still that sandbags play to worry about. Shiro gets flashed off. Grim gives it up. He knows there's a few players up on his top site. Bomb is here as well.
Oh, that's a nice opener. Shiro looking for the trade, but also trying to get back to sandbags. He was in two minds about that decision. You understand why he's having a great game. He wanted to just trade that out, but he knows that if he hangs around to fight, he's dead after one. He gets caught between two places, and now Elige, he's going places too. He's going into the B-bomb site. Screw it, why not take CT spawn while you're here? It's a lovely place to be. It's a lovely bit of real estate to have. And this round, something would have to go disastrously wrong for Gambit to win it. This should just be a save with Team Liquid out-positioning the Gambit crew like this.
They're trying to kill everyone as well. Gambit don't know until the bomb gets planted. They got them trapped, and Grim unleashes hell. 2 headshots, no save today for Gambit, so...
Why would you curse him like this?
Yeah, what I'm saying is nothing can go wrong for Axile.
Nafany, thank goodness, bails him out. In the sense that he might not be the first to die now.
Might still die.
He's still good, right?
Oh, everyone's blind.
Shiro!
Oh, Axel has nades out. Don't know what he thought. Elige just so deep up into the bomb site off the back of that little boosty-woosty, and it's something that Axel has held for before, but not today. Not when it really matters. 4 on 3. Good grenade. Elige taps out another, and with the bomb getting planted, Liquid looking like a lock-in. I don't want to get ahead of myself, though. 2 top players in the round, and they're gone. They're done. They're done for, Harry.
You've still got your golden ticket, right?
I want to look at Spawn for Shiro next round. Where will he start?
Look at Hobbit taking this controller middle. There and back again. Really is a Hobbit's journey after all. Shiro with this AWP, donning a bit of mid-control. Nafany's in a very weird spot now, but could get away with something big. Fallen, like not even really looking at the screen. That's the bomb, that's an AWP. And they do trade it, they get it back under control, but it's not comfortable, it's not clean. And Grim's also tagged down low by the P250 on this A-bomb site while all this is happening. These are the rounds where you can get in your head a bit. You can start to make mistakes because you don't want to get ecoed. Well, they're going into the B site, they're going in to the Shiro AWP. This is the Lion's Den now, boys. Shiro has not missed many shots today. You've got to deal with him. You've got to deal with this man. Back at the site now, bomb plant coming in for Team Liquid. A lot of damage onto the pistols, but these guys, they're just secondary characters to Shiro's brilliance in this round. He's the guy who's meant to be delivering the goods, or so we thought. Inters has turned the advantage back in favor of Gambit. Stewie and Grim are both feeling the pressure. Now, you don't have a kit, so time is a problem. And all retrievable for Hobbit, the rest of Gambit moving into the site, and eventually you've got to stop looking at this flank. You have to turn your attention inwards. It's damage to Shiro. Now Hobbit comes in, and it's the 1-2 punch, but no time because of that lack of kit. Liquid are having to do all they can to stop what is essentially a 2-man army bearing down upon them.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's another opener.
Nafany breaking the silence, and he has been good at getting these openers, taking and involved in a lot of the opening duels for Gambit.
Yeah, you call it a 2-man army, but now really, you know, in another argument, it's a 4-man army, right? Like, where is Axel? He still is on 2 kills. Remember, his second kill was the pistol round. He hasn't had a kill half otherwise. Fallen has found Shiro. What an opener, keeping things back in this 4-on-4. Fallen tries to hold on to short still. Flash, Axel, not pushed off, he still gets the kill, that's better than nothing. Stewie trades, 3-on-3, Gambit, they've lost their AWP, they've got the kit this time around.
And so temporarily, you've got a 3-on-2 in the site, they're ready for Naf. Stewie, as he tries to swing to trade this, is really in hot water. There's the first, Stewie's getting pressured now, but Diamond's made under pressure, and Stewie, trying to shine bright. And the time runs out. Stewie's won it to time, and Team Liquid take the lead. 13 on the board, all the kills for Gambit, but none of the glory.
Shiro was the first to fall from Gambit, at least last round. This time he gets involved, tagging Fallen into the leg.
Fallen seems so cognizant of this. Oh, it's Elise to get it. Nafany's playing a tiny little gap on the smoke. Now, two of these players are still very, very low, but as this... No! Stewie looks away at the worst possible timing.
Look at the health. The orb tag, the dink, it's all done a lot of damage to Liquid. They are not in safekeeping by any means. Axel's fallen. Careful, mate. They heard that one. They're right around the corner, and the nade will finish off a leech deep in the halls. Axel's going through. He's sending it. He's trying to win the round on his own. This is his first multi-kill round in the map. And there might be many more to be found. MP9 and 2 10-health players. He's trying to churn them up. The nade, 2 of them. 2 kills from Gambit with HEs. And Grim, he's got to do it all on his own. He can't. Shiro's found it. Looking for 30. It's round the corner. The call's coming through at the start of the round as well, right? Like
Gambit are up onto 14, and Liquid have to eco. So they've all in this. They've gone for all the glory, essentially.
So he gets out of dodge. Axel still on the bomb site. Still a problem, but a flash kill comes in. Axel anymore. Another multi-kill could keep Gambit in this one, but they chase him down through the smoke. Weird smoke onto default. You just need to get the plant. Grim taking space so they can't trade it out. Grim now goes back to stick the plant as he's thrown it. 4-on-4. Inters, watch out, you're low.
With no fight coming in while the smoke's down, he's just got to wait at the generators. Now, last time Gambit was so ready for this. Fallen and Stewie are doing it all, and in the blink of an eye, 3 kills have come in. Liquid are up onto 14. Shiro is left saving this AWP. And so Liquid, they took all the risks with the investment here, and now they get to reap that reward. They fumbled the boost a little bit, so Axel should be aware. He should be ready.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they keep fumbling it, and now he's going to go over. Set up by Inters with the flash, and he makes out like a bandit.
Yeah.
Axel's starting to find himself in these last few rounds, and starting this one off in a 5-on-3 for the Gambit squad. Even more damage. The MP9 might be his weapon after all.
Yeah, Axel just decided the fate of Liquid. That boost, last time they did it, they got a lead up. They tried to put a second again, but that second player made noise, so they just dropped. They pretended, oh, we never did it in the first place. And the lead actually got into the bomb site and was able, well, he died immediately. He was able to get the space into B. This time, Axel hears not just 1 player jumping on the head, but 2. He knew exactly what was going down there.
Oh, that's an opener for Nafly. And look at Grim trying to explode on the back of it. Now they've heard the drop. Axel needs to have another big round, and this time he's brushed aside with ease.
One way to do it.
Gambit, that's the save. You write this one off. Liquid had to do it last round. Now Gambit have got to do it this round. So this is a full 30-round affair.
That should have made Liquid crumble, that would have made Liquid crumble a year ago. But this is where he needs to be involved in the action. He has been the hero walking through the smoke. Dangerous decision for a Liege, but Naf, and he has not seen him. Shiro, maybe his 30th, sneaking in to the crosshair, and it's Grim to go down first. Fallen on the angle, wants this trade. They both trade shots, 10 and 20 health respectively, and Shiro goes back for more. The Molotov may decide it. He's got to give it up. Nafany's dropped the Liege, and overtime looms in the background.
Oh, Stewie dead, cut down by Hobbit. Fallen can't find a thing, and there's Shiro to lock in an overtime.
Woo! God, the mind games of this T-side. Where do Liquid go, and how do they get there? Axel, the man, the myth, the legend. The recovery this guy's had has been instrumental. Grim, though, runs through a smoke and finds Nafany to trade. So kills a piece, and Axel eats a grenade, a taste of his own medicine, as Inters climbs over the top and looks to get involved. Sat back as Naf waits for a mid-flank. He's found Hobbit getting aggressive.
But now you got to face the final boss, baby. Shiro. Grim makes it look easy.
Barely peeking.
Never mind. Final boss. Psh, this is still level 1, mate. 16 on the board for Team Liquid, and there's not a thing that Inters can do about it.
But it's one that Liquid needed to save the day, finding their first.
everyone was playing scared because admittedly, no one wants to be that first player to fall. Whereas now that we hit OT, it feels like there's a little more breathing room. We're going to see more risks getting taken. We're going to see more big plays attempting to get made.
Liege, gotta be very careful here. They're on top of the boost as well. They're on double. Liege, that smoke has bought him room. And so in he moves. With the molly down, he knows he has even more to work with. They are not considering this possibility. There's a flash. Liege wants the round, and he only gets one. Axel fully blind on the spray back nap. Mid-lurk catches Shiro by surprise, and running and gunning is Axel for the round. Only good for 3, and I say only. It's all he could have done. Liquid now thrown into a 2v2.
This has caught Liquid time and time again, and it looks like history is destined to repeat itself. Fallen, running into the site, going for the CT plant. It's ballsy. He's not going to have a lot of room to work with, and there's Nafany to seal the deal. It's a boost for Team Liquid.
It's the first time we've seen that. It's like so meta, it's so expected that no one does it, right? It's the first time we've seen it round 33. Oh, Fallen and opener. Nafany's deep down, though, pushed off the back of that smoke. He's going to drop his own. Axel wins a 1v1 at B, and this guy feels like he's now invincible, a completely different player. Nafany has gotten away with a lot in plays like this gone by, but Fallen is so ready for the smoke fade. Nafany taps him. He couldn't even see the target. 4-on-1. Axel with another, and it's only Naf.
Yeah, not really much for Naf to accomplish here. There's the first, but now they don't even need to feed him. Peak doesn't come through from the boost, but he's always going to be paranoid that it could, and if he tries to creep up on this, Shiro will nail him from elevator, surely. Naf. Oh, Naf fly from the boost. Now the position given up by Inters. Axel wraps the wrap, though, and he seals the deal.
Everything's different now. Everything's changed. We saw the setup once in the first half. They've got a better flash for it this time. Fallen dodges, goes back for more, and they see him with a jiggle. Oh, he might get pre-fired. He will, Hobbit, with the headshot. Burned by that position once too many times, and Naf will have to trade. Liege got wide, they don't know. Liege trapped, and Naf reacts to keep him up. Axel, suddenly B entries, forget defense, he's on offense.
And he's carving them apart in. Oh, that angle, very scary. You know, cowering throughout a lot of the T-side in regulation. Well, now look at the moves he's trying to make. Nafany could strip this whole round away right now. There's one, but he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Will it be another clutch to find Gambit a T-side round that would get them to map point? Nafany needs to double up here. He spots a leg through the smoke. Damage done to Stewie. Naf's got to close it, and Nafany makes it happen.
First boost the Gambit have done in this position, and it nets an opener. It did not for Liquid. Shiro's not the only at 30 at this point of the game. Liege, he's found Nafany on A. He's at least cleared out ramp. That leaves Fallen to try and do the heavy lifting. Grim's going to set him up for success. And their eyes are on the top of the stairs, not on Fallen, pushed up, looking for more. Shiro, he's not ready. He's got knives out. Fallen's on the close angle. Did they see him? Yes. Inters reads it and takes out Fallen. If he went further, he would have killed Shiro. Instead, his hesitance holds Liquid back.
Now the Barbarians knocking on the door, mate, trying to secure a third map. Grim knows a big play's got to get made, but not today. Shiro deletes him from the round, and now Gambit pump the brakes. They're getting in Team Liquid's head.
Backstab for Hobbit. He heard the steps. He knew where Naf was running. Inters flashes through. At this point, the site is clear. Liege, he may have had a kill already on this round down on ramp, but he is so low. One more shot to take us to Mirage. And Liege can't do it on his own. It's Shiro to close, and rightly so. What a game out of Gambit. They just don't let go. They don't give up. They don't go down. 14 wins in a row on Vertigo.
Well, one thing I want to talk about was I mean, just briefly, Liquid CT side I thought was really cool. I really liked how aggressive they were at the point of contact on both bomb sites. I really liked them just challenging right at the start of the rounds. Fallen was hitting some great flick shots over at the B bomb site. They were challenging for space on the stairs. That was all very cool to see. But I think really the story of this game was that second half when everyone kind of realizes Axile's struggling. I think everyone watching on some level had to be thinking what I was thinking, which is like, when is Liquid just going to start abusing this? Like, when are they going to
frag?
Yeah, when are they going to target him specifically? And it did. I mean, it did happen, and it did get success for Liquid for some time, which was very cool to see. But for me, that was kind of like the entire story of how that match was going to play out. Was can they successfully exploit Exile having a rough performance?
A banging overtime affair. Gambit able to close it out, and so now we have our sights set on the promised lands of Mirage.
Yeah, and I can promise you that opener was a banger. Stewie just tapped out a ramp player on this quick A play. Liquid knew it was coming there, ready for it, the early warning system.
Oh, Stewie! Oh, Grim can't stop the bomb in time. It's a bit of a whip, it's a bit of a blunder. And Exile's taking off heads. Now it's left to Shiro. Now, I shouldn't have to tell you that this guy's been good at clutches today. A 1v2 for Shiro. Oh, it's a walk in the park. They're both gone.
So, yeah, this is a good map for it at least. But Gambit are just going to make it nice and clean by rushing this B site. Hobbit is already taken down one of the 3 on B. And Exile is dead. Naf tries to change position, hide out in the smoke. They drop into him. Oh, D-Spab does him justice. 2 kills. The late player catches him, but he's not dead yet. Grim trying to provide some cover. Naf gets mollied out, nowhere to go on 5 health, and that's a good clear from Naf, and he felt like he could barely see Grim through the smoke, but just enough vision to keep Gambit a man up. And forget the plant. They're trying to chase down Stewie, dancing round the back of the bomb site. Swings out wide, but so do they. And Gambit on the road to a 2-0. Just falling in the way.
And he's going to get swept aside easily.
But look at
unwillingness.
This. I've never seen this in my life. Boost over ticket to spot connector. They probably don't know where they're dying from. Yeah, in all intents and purposes, slow. Probably not going to win you many races, but luckily it's a marathon, not a sprint. Gambit stumble their way into B with a flashbang, and this is their round.
That one's for free.
Stewie wants to die, so they chase him, right? They chase him into market, but they're not coming. Liquid are going to throw themselves at the bomb. Everyone going to die to rifles, though. Gambit are hanging around. Give me those $300 per head. Great deal.
It definitely felt like, you know, that started to tip the scales back in favor of Shiro more often than not. Stewie is going to get walked on in con, but he's too quick for Exile. Back in CT, Grim is dinked, but still alive for the time being. There's the re-swing from Nap. This is a great bit of trade work. Shiro quick switching just a little too soon before taking that shot, and it's left onto Hobbit. You know, while it's felt like any clutch is winnable for Gambit, this one is not one of them.
So it should be fine. Just click on the chest.
Right, let's see if he's good for it. There's the first from Fallen. Still, he also deals with the cat lurk. That is going to give Fallen a lot more room, and also has so much times getting bought for these rotations now. 2 through lower. They can catch Hobbit. Shiro will best Fallen in the head-to-head, but there's Hobbit narrowly getting away. Finally put in the grave by Elige. A lovely little retake there for Team Liquid.
Realised very quickly that Hobbit throwing that lurk smoke out ramp was nothing but a lurk smoke, and now just Deegs and T250s as Gambit look to grab individual fights. On towards middle, careful. Inters is patiently waiting for that pick. And Hobbit's even coming in from under, but that's being held. Oh, Elige, did he see him? Surely. Surely saw his legs. Goes both ways. Nafany goes nowhere. And Gambit, I don't see a way they should be able to grab more than damage. Even then, Fallen's dropped the bomb. Followed up. Easy stuff for the AWP. It's all a matter of time until Inters takes down Grim.
Yeah, still shouldn't be a lot of room for this to get that exciting. Oh! But still, you know, you say that a lot with this Gambit squad, and then they'll find ways to surprise you. Oh!
Talk of a surprise.
It gets exciting, all right. Stewie leaping in and believing that this is their series. And I mean, hell, when you're splitting hairs as fine as we were back on Vertigo, it's good to see that they're still spurred on, because you know Gambit are.
Yeah, right. Definitely a good point. Liquid just not going down without a fight, not getting in their own heads. Still a game to play for, a win to take. Gambit are just relying on their own game plan right now, and Liquid have no problem removing them from round. Sure, that's a nice, stylish jump into window. already up sandwich. Look at how Gambit like a slinky pulling them back and forward, and Shiro eventually comes out of under yet again. No way he makes a second jump. He should get stopped from short. There's Elige to keep it collapsed, contained. 2-on-3. Elige baiting them in, and him and Grim swing to close the round.
That caught me off guard a little bit.
Smokes
but
down.
Fallen's not been caught off guard, isn't it? Coming out into his crosshair. Inters will tap one from the round. Stewie going up over the smoke. Look at this criminal looking between the bars. Stewie raised waist to Inters. Now they're hoping for a bomb pop, but not today. The Molly nade combo denies it for the time being.
You're not getting it down now. The smokes have faded. There's more nades coming in. And Nafany should be a dead man. It's all about prolonging the inevitable. And there it is. Elige with another multi-kill round, joined by Stewie.
He's dropped into middle. Elige is pressuring Cat now. There's a gap in this smoke. Flash, no, it's a nade ball, and it diverts the attention away. Naf's playing around the smoke, and he's good for a double as well. Axile and Shiro, they don't really have any options here. The only thing they had was to follow through with a B play. The alternative is to slow it down, see if you're given anything, but if you're not, you might even look to save here. Yeah.
Hold it together.
But this is still, you know, Liquid just straight balling right now, 6-3.
Back to an A split, a fast one through connector. This is going to be down to Stewie to stop it. He's taking the first through smoke. That's out of nowhere. Fallen jumps up into the window, but Elige is always good to get this mid-trade when things get hairy. Now it's just down to the ramp play. Forget the split. It's all out A.
And they come into Grim. He's hiding under Palace, and he's rewarded with the first. A lot of damage to Inters, but this could still get out of hand. And now that bomb can look to go down. You don't have a CT smoke, so you've just got to hope and pray that no one's there. Luckily enough, fortune favors Gambit here. No one in CT. Shiro removes one of these comp players. Now spots a second. They still don't know where Nafly is. That's something they're having to contend with now. But the longer that he goes unchecked, the more they're going to consider this wrap round. Inters is holding it. But Naf still locks in the frag. Shiro now needs another clutch, another 1v2. They ask this of this guy all the damn time. Shiro, he saw a leg. Sometimes that's all he needs. There's the first. Gets out of there as well. Naf, no opportunity to trade, no chance to chase him down. He's got to take this fight on Shiro's terms. And Shiro, Demon in the Molotov, locks in another clutch round for Gambit.
The argument, yeah, there are a lot of saves. There certainly are a lot of saves, but I feel like there are even more clutches for this guy. Talk of AWP's Fallen cannot leave your mind. He finds Axel with that deep, aggressive underplay. Naf's even pushing the upper halls as well, taking Hobbit. He runs into the orb. Fairly fine. Actually, it was under, rather. Sorry, he was a guy with Fallen in the start of the round. Okay. Shiro, very sad about that one. Fallen just hops into B at the right time. 4-on-2, and with Shiro dead, I don't know if anyone could fill that void.
Yeah, Nafany, they will give him a fight. Walking in, Fallen might hit this timing just as Nafany gets out, and he will. Perfectly timed for Fallen on that retreat back.
Not been ecoed in this map, really not in this series either. Impressive enough. It can be hard to put a stop to low buys in the current meta, but Nafany still making us consider it.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is die and give this AWP away. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's kind of awkward. There we go. Fallen's good for those.
Risky
Fallen doesn't miss those. The bomb is outside of B while all this is happening. Axile is trying to make a late play into this B site happen, and he could even wrap Nafly to reap the reward of an M4. Naf won't hear these footsteps, and now Axile's going to blindside him. Now's not the time for Axile to miss these. This is getting out of hand. Grim throwing in to a 1v2 clutch. Can he succeed where Gambit have tried and succeeded so many times before?
He's got 2 1v1s, and he's read the first, taking down Axel, 6 health. He's got the kit, but it's a short plant. Why would Hobbit be up in the apartments? They've just come from that A site, Grim. Gonna try and tap it, force the fight. Nothing coming, time ticking, and Hobbit needs to find him. Oh, he's dropped in, Grim turns, but Hobbit's quick. One shot's all he needs, and he finds it. Double under drop, Elige. Oh, he's having a great game, and nothing is gonna put him away from that. Nafany dead. Fallen's still got his under as well. Elige can try and get out, and now if they see him out, they'll never consider Fallen in this position. It won't matter. Oh, Elige does die. Okay. They still no longer consider under, but they don't care about mid either. Back to this A site attack where 2 CTs sit. Fallen can rotate out of mid at a moment's notice, but the smoke's already come down for Con. So that's Fallen's rotate gone. Grim does win his fight. Stewie by surprise catches Inter's out Palace, and the bomb is alone. It's on Shiro though. Don't count him out. You'd be a fool to do so. Fallen wins the mid fight. Now it is another clutch. But this one, come on, Shiro. Surely not. Money's on the line here. Look at the cash, right? Hobbit can double drop. We can get a rifle from Nafany. It's all fine.
Wanting to take top middle now. Don't go too far into the Lion's Den. Elige catches a bullet, and you don't often get those out of Shiro. Yeah. He's not able to get away. He's not able to count his blessings and, you know, take that one as a missed shot. Now Fallen dead, dropping into lower.
They look like they're just waiting for it to come to them, but right into Nafany, and you know Shiro's AWP is still in the picture, so you take it and you run. Stewie checks out lower, keeping Naf safe and secure up top mid, and he's found the bomb on Shiro as well. Stewie needs to look back down low, and he's seen Axel as he takes the headshot. Inters alone with the Deagle, often the guy taking their brunt, taking the hit when it comes to weaponry.
Yeah, they're just ready to double swing him at a moment's notice, safeguard that 9th round, and so this is still, I mean, either we're going to get another 9-6 half.
You know his name, you know his number, and you know his location, but can you stop him? No.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage done by Stewie. Enough to repel Nafany out of the connector. While this is happening, Naf and Fallen are taking Apartment's control away. Nafany coming back up after getting tagged. Could get caught here, but he's cognizant of this push potential. He's dealt with Naf on the aggro. What was a big move for Team Liquid in taking this Apartment's control has now tipped into something that's advantageous for Gambit. Fallen could equalize. He could. Or...
the Fallen flick.
He's got the flicks. Fallen still got it. Back and better than ever, perhaps. Stewie 2K misses this timing on the players getting up Con, but then nails it the second time around. Sure, one gets by. There's more where that came from, though, and Elige gets boosted up and over. The smoke nullifies the boost, nullifies these short players. Instead, we're looking at Fallen and Grim back in CT. The Molly denies a bomb plant, buying even more time for these CT players to get set up. You lose the Elige in rotation, but you've still got this double CT hold, or at least you did. Now it's gone, and Stewie cut down as well. Gambit, it's another 6-9 half. Some of us more lost for words than others, I can tell you that. Hobbit.
My voice is dying, don't worry.
Taking a little peek down towards ramp. Now the rest of Liquid here, taking catwalk while Naf is waiting over at ramp. Oh no, Shiro falls short.
Okay.
Now, Hobbit will try and pick up the pieces, but there's just too many for his Hobbit hands. Bomb plant now coming in. Axel not going to try and deny it, and so now you're throwing into this in a 3-on-4 retake.
Fallen's here to win the round. They're going to check him. At least the aim punch has so many problems for Fallen. 3-on-3. This retake is now spurred on, ready to go. Kit smoke available. Inters jump up second time. Stewie's good for the first, and Inters will trade. Grim still in window, but he turns around as they come through the murder hole, and now they want to murder his hole. He's going to run back to connector. 2-on-2. It's still winnable for Gambit, but they've got to get on the bomb, and they've got to do it now.
Oh, smoke defuse.
Reload.
Smoke defuse. They're both reloading. It's a 10-second stint.
Liquid got it. Always fine. Always under
control. Trying to say that, but oh my God, still, like, oh my word, they're both close. Reloading. Heavy A stack here for Gambit, putting a lot of faith in Inters over at B. Hobbit works his way into the close ramp angle, only good for one. Grim does not want to lose this bomb on this solo ramp push, but the rest of his team are out here cleaning up house. It's 11 on the board for Liquid.
And no one on ramp for these nades to find either. Elige is about to uncover the terrible truths of this round. And he finds out the hard way. Quick kill for Hobbit. Smoke of the Con, but all that does is lock Gambit out of fights to Liquid. So they can just walk up short, take this B site, Okay.
Shots through the smoke are at least assuring you and like, okay, there's more on A. So moving into B, the right call for Team Liquid. You just got to get past this one MAC-10. It shouldn't cause too many problems, if any. And so with it dealt with, it's just the USPs. There are 2 nades that you could look to throw in. Oh, now 1 nade. And now none nades.
Oh, none nades, yeah. I mean, not truly English, but you tried. And, well, one's dropped in market, but picked right back up by... Oh, there's an exit. Dude, these USPs are terrifying. There's a quick gun grab by Shiro. He can run away with a Glil. Shiro might even get more exits, more damage maybe, but yeah, Liquid, they stay close enough and they just peel back into B to keep their weaponry.
Ready for Nafany here. Now, Stewie should be able to call, yeah. Window's not smoked, boys. You've got Stewie in con. You can either use him to try and sell a fake or cut down these players in rotation. But that and the success that comes off the back of it hinges on his teammates getting these B entries and getting into the site in the first place. Gambit are aware that they've conceded this con control, and Shiro is holding for Stewie. The shot misses, and now Stewie's coming through with the lurk. His teammate's dead in the apartments. These kills are going to be quick. Time is running out. Time is the problem. And Inters manages to get past. Manages to dodge death. The round is lost to time by the looks of things. And there's a Liege mopped up. Stewie might even go down after time. Thankfully, Hobbit shows some mercy. Misses the jump, but now they hit the go button. They're coming in. You do have Axile over at short, ready to help his teammate out in the site, and to great effect at that. It's a double. They're not faltering. They're not failing, and Fallen is not ready for the repeat. That is a lovely B hold out of Gambit.
Gambit are starting to pick up a few rounds here on the CT side. They've broken the money. 4 Glocks now. Liquid got to wait 1. This game is far from done. Spammed is grim by Axile. It's one way to do it. But you've got to get kills on A to actually sell this one, to get the B players out of position. I don't think that's happening. Think foul, Nafany not finished off though, and that might be everything. Elise runs into the double B setup that has not moved an inch, and Gambit hold 9 rounds.
Liquid working this mid control again. And Liege, while he looks ready, that's still the opener for Gambit. He does a lot of damage to Nafany, but that's not what you want at this point in the game. You just want someone to find these openings, create this space.
Behind the smoke, Hobbit. We've even got Shiro with the orb and that man hidden at the back of the bomb site. Even if Liquid get these entries, they're not ready for the fly in the ointment. Hobbit, good for 1. Make that 2. Nav caught throwing nades, and Shiro closes. That's 15 players standing in 3 rounds for Gambit. They just won't go down without a fight, without any fight. Yeah, like at the end of the day, if Liquid lose this game, you're still, I think still, we're expecting big things in the group. They've had a great couple of days here at the Pro League. Gambit right now is showing that X Factor, that tier 1 CS, and they're just mauling them. Another flawless round, 5 alive for 4 times. That's 20 players. That's too much money to break through.
Looking to keep you in your own head. They exchange Molotovs in lower. Stewie has a guy trapped, and he's done damage, but the kill goes the other way. Heartbreaking start to the round, and now Elise, who tasked with trading this, probably won't be able to do so. There's an AWP battening down on him over in middle. Actually, it's the AK and Nafany and Window, but not even needed. Axile doubles up. The trade is denied, and somehow
20 seconds, Liquid, they've lost the split. It's just from mid. Flash over the top, and it's not going to do anything to the Bout player. Hobbit holds strong 1, almost a second. Shiro through the smoke, no respect needed, none given. 10 seconds, Naf. It's a 1v4 that's not going to happen. He's taking a kill, but they instantly trade. It's very hard. Shiro's not giving you normal fights. He's not even taking like Windows spawns like now he is. Okay, Naf gone. But yeah, he's often just been fighting on A, right? Back in CT, back in jungle. At this range. Oh, he saw them. They're out and about. Hobbit is here to close.
Yeah, there's the first for Hobbit. Can he get any more? Trapped in at Sandwich. Grim will make a meal of him, and they do chase Shiro down and out of the round as well. Now that they're in a 3-on-3, Liquid, they wait for a moment. They go quiet just for a second, smoking off connector, trying to give themselves safe passage. They need to be ready for Napoli, and instead, Axel's come through this smoke. The round's locked in for Gambit.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh, and there he
done with
is,
it.
reaping the reward of it. If you miss your smokes, they will be sure to capitalize. This is another dead in the water round. Grim trying his best to make it interesting, but it's all but stripped away. This is their chance to still get folks believing. Nafany taking aggro over here in middle. He's heard Elise drop down, and Elise is not ready for this. Nothing they can do to trade either. Nafany gets out of there. A freebie.
Shiro, this is where he's been waiting all round, and he gets delivered. First class. Naf gone. No smokes left up. They're about to fade and connector. Hobbit's holding for it. Once they commit, Axel can drop out and backstab. But Grim has found the entry. That can give Liquid a bit of life in this round. But here's Axel's drop from mid with a bomb falling as well. Nafany fights with him. Nice kills from Stewie. Was that a transfer? I have no idea how he gets 2 frags there. 2-on-2 now.
Yeah, bomb plant's open. They're anticipating a Palace peak, but instead it's Shiro out through ramp. He's just seen Fallen in CT, so Inters is ready for this fight. Fallen the timing. The Molly's trapped him in. Inters can't see him, but the Molly's going to burn him out regardless. Stewie 2K has now got to do it all. 1v2 under Palace. And no idea where that second man is. Inters wraps him through CT. Liquid, deflated Liquid going back in to this A-bomb site. Hobbit up close at ramp. He loves this position, does Hobbit, and it's not hard to see why. There's the opening. He's ready for a second. Hobbit is tearing any hope of a comeback away, doubling up. It's back to the drawing board for Team Liquid. A 3-on-5 up against 15. Gambit looking to make this flawless run since the pistol and the conversions happen in one hell of a series. Nafany blindsides Stewie for Naf and Fallen to try and put a stop to this series being stolen away on the third map of Mirage, and it's not looking good. Shiro locks it in. It ends how it felt like all the opportunities started for Gambit. It ends with Shiro. They 2-1 Team Liquid. And NA, it's a sad day.
One thing is for sure, 2 things are for certain. Gambit are not from Milwaukee, but they've been about their bucks. We can take a look right here at the graphs. We can show you everything you want to know, but hot damn did they control the financial aspect of that game in that second half. My goodness, welcome back. Got Jason reeling at the bit here, but of course, that was exactly what Liquid wanted, isn't it, Jason?
Yeah, well, you were right too. Like that was the first time I've seen like the economic graph really show like a great story of Liquid in that second half, just money bouncing a little bit up and then all the way plummeting down, and then a little bit up and plummeting back all the way down. And I mean, they didn't win a single round after the third one in that second half. They didn't win a single gun round on their T side, which is certainly painful. However, I think if you're Team Liquid, like this is going to be disappointing. You're going to feel like you had the series won on Vertigo, but I think you got to be happy that you just came to Europe and you just had like a short boot camp ahead of time. You just went toe to toe with the second best team in the world, and it's still in the group stage. It's not like you're getting knocked out here, right?
Exactly.
This bodes well, I think, for what Liquid is looking like in this tournament. However, I think if you're Team Liquid, like this is going to be disappointing. You're going to feel like you had the series won on Vertigo, but I think you got to be happy that you just came to Europe and you just had like a short boot camp ahead of time. You just went toe to toe with the second best team in the world, and it's still in the group stage. It's not like you're getting knocked out here, right?
Exactly.
This bodes well, I think, for what Liquid is looking like in this tournament.
It was bad situations for me because I went to A for T side and I died every time. I don't know. I just didn't have chances to kill some guy. Maybe it's more harder to play against them because we don't know where some player are playing on B on A, and yeah, that's hard. I just feel what they're doing, and I call to my teammate Inters to flash me sometimes or help me with that because they all time went to the stairs and just trying to kill me. Yeah.
My question is, for you personally, how much easier, or does it make it easier for you when you have a player like Shiro pretty much owning everybody?
Yeah, this is incredible because he took many clutches for us, and this is, I think, the main reason why we won this.
Can you, in Russian, speak to the fans at home?
In Russian?
Yes. Да.
Окей. Всем спасибо. Болейте за нас, и мы всех любим. И англичан тоже, и вообще иностранных людей. В общем, да. Всех любим, и мы любим, когда за нас болеют и поддерживают.
Cool. Well, спасибо. There we go.
There you are.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Спасибо. And до свидания.
Пока.
Even that interview with Exile didn't particularly seem super happy with the win there, the performance.
Probably close, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably still a little tense and a little nervous, but I mean, still topping the group. Again, Liquid, you lose this one, disappointing, but I think at the end of the day, you have to be relatively happy. You have had 2 great games so far where Lige has been on point, where Fallen has come and looked great. Grim has had some great games. Naf has had some great games. Stewie's had great impact. So, I mean, you got to be in a comfortable spot, especially considering you have the tiebreaker over NIP. You know, one of the teams you consider to be competing for one of those playoff spots. So you're still in a good position, and as long as there's no catastrophes and no upsets by any of the other 3 teams, if you're Liquid, it's going to be fun.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a wise man once said, hey, Jason, I want to thank you for your time today.
I want to thank you, Trace. You've been excellent.
No problem, man. I'll be here all week. We're going to go, but only after I tell you what games we have tomorrow. It should all be right.
You forgot, didn't you?
No, I didn't forget.
You didn't forget, didn't you?
And Team 1, we're looking at a little bit of a Liquid Entropiq, and then Gambit Furia. So Gambit Furia will be where you see Jason's sprightly mug again.
Yeah, right at the end of the day. Beautiful. That Liquid Entropiq match, I think that'll be a fun one to watch. I think NIP should be able to make relatively short work of Team 1. No offense, but I think that Liquid Entropiq one, Entropiq is that kind of team we have pegged to be the dark horse to cause some upsets.
Yeah, a little bit on the fringe, but also, hey, they're right there.
Yeah.
So
don't have a bad day against these guys.
Yeah, and that might be it. For us, it is it, though. We are going to call it here. Thank you so much for watching ESL Pro League Season 14 today. Group D continues tomorrow. And for us, adios. Buenas noches.
All the languages tonight. Woo. Nice.
Hot.